Yo, what's going on, people? It's your man Chris Thorns. How everybody doing? We're here with another live show on November the 19th. Supposed to be at 2:30, but it's always so late. But that's okay. What's up, team? Yeah, I'm always late, but that's okay
Always
though.
late.
Yeah, we never on time for nothing, man. That's why I like when the old folks say that we ain't gonna be on time for our funeral, man. I
Nah,
believe it too.
yeah, that's the only time you
Yeah, I
want to be
believe
late.
it too. I believe that too, man. We're not gonna be on time for our own funeral, man.
Nope.
And I like that saying. This shit's so funny to me. I know why I love when I hear other people say that, man. It is so funny to me when they say that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team Chris / Soto Nation, and other people who are coming to watch this stream. I'm your host with the most, Chris Thorns, and this is another Team Chris production. Captain said better late than never. True. What's up, Black
Right.
Horse? What's
Right.
up, my dude? What's up, my dude? Hey, you know what, Black Horse, man? That's a real dude right there, brother. Last Sunday or Saturday, I believe. Um, he hit me up with a message and said, "Hey, we need to talk." I thought he was gonna give me some constructive criticism that I fucked up and did something wrong. But this brother right here, Ashley, he said, "Man, I want to support you. I want to help you build up." He said, "Man, I'm not even asking you for nothing, bro." He said, "I just like to see guys like you come up and help build your brand, man." I said, "Now salute to that, man. Salute to that." And that's how it's supposed to be, man. Black people supposed to come together, try to help others. We appreciate a lot, but it don't happen all the time. But not only just black people, man, people in general should want to come together, man, and help each other out, man, because the way things going out, brother, we falling like dead flies, man. We are.
Mm-hmm.
Almost every day or every other day, every other 2 days, every other couple of days, somebody is dying. What if it's from
Yeah.
diseases or somebody playing with fire and they getting burned, or robbing folks, stealing from folks. Um,
Yeah.
either you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, or sometimes you're at the right place at the right time. You just don't know what's going to happen, and we just dropping
Mm-hmm.
like flies. Even singers and artists dropping like flies. Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, Danger, Levert, now Prince,
Mm.
Isaac Hayes. I mean, these folks just dropping, man. It just make you think, shit, is it the air that we breathing? Is it the food we putting in our stomach? I mean, what's really going on? You know, for people to be dying off like that, bro, back to back, back to back, back to back. You know, and it's sad, and it's really sad, bro. Real
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah. Definitely that,
And
man.
and it damn near wants you to. It makes you want to lock yourself up in the house because you're so afraid to even get out the motherfucker. You don't know what's gonna happen. You know, and people,
Yes,
some
sir.
people probably don't want
Yes,
to come
sir.
out the house. Uh, checking for you. I ain't seen you in a while, brother. How you doing? Greetings,
Oh,
brother.
shoot. Cool.
Yeah, Bill Isaac Hayes. He dead. Ooh, shit. He been dead for some years now.
Yeah, he been gone for a while, man.
Yeah. Ava said, "Chris, you got two screens." Not don't, brother. But well, I kind of got to sit on it. I got my laptop right here with. I'm seeing everything. Then I got my TV hooked up to it too. So that's why y'all see me kind of looking this way because I'm looking more towards my TV than the laptop. So if you see me looking straight, I'm looking at the laptop. But if you see me looking that way, I'm looking at my TV screen. So yeah, so I guess in a way you can say I got two screens.
Best of
KP in the
both
building. What's going
worlds.
on, brother? Yeah, best of both worlds. Best of both worlds. So my head will be going all over the place like I'm Bill Cosby. My head be going all over the place.
Good grief, man. Hope he's doing all right, man.
Yeah, man. That's everything, man. My man KP in the building. Keita said, "Oh, now you fancy with the multiple screens." So I mean, shit ain't nothing. I mean, ain't nothing fancy, man. Hey, you do a little research, then hey, you know what to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Um, like I said, I'm waiting on Mimi, so that's why I'm kind of stalling a little bit before I just really get into the topic.
Hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? Where my man is at, brother? How you feeling today, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I just been up since 8 o'clock in the morning, just doing a lot of stuff, and just want to tune into the show. And like my face is still on fire from going to the barber shop, and I tell you, man, it's hard out here for a black man.
Hey, you remember we were kids? Because, I shaved my head when I got home this morning. So I'm kind of like you. When I got home, I shaved my head a little bit or whatever. I didn't shave my face, but I give it about 2 more days. This shit gonna be grown back out again. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Hey, but check it out. Check it out. I'm glad you brought that up on a Saturday morning. 'Cause I was just thinking about this on my way home from work. Don't you just
What's that?
remember, man, when we was growing up, we used to wait for Saturday morning. Friday
Oh
come,
man,
Friday come, you get it from school. You ain't got no homework half of the time. So you come home, man, you just
yeah,
go outside, just run all over the place. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Half of the time, your folks probably know where the hell you at because you so anxious to get outside. And then when Saturday come, boy, you wait for the new box of cereal your mama just bought or your daddy just bought. You wait for the new box. You wait to bust that new box of cereal open. You wait for the
Right, right.
cartoon to come on. You wait for the cartoon
Hmm.
and shit to come on.
Yes, sir.
Uh, Pee Wee's Playhouse. MC Hammer, the kid that played cartoon. I think
Oh,
new kids. I think new kids on the block had a cartoon out back in the day too.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think they did because I used to watch that cartoon Saturday morning.
Wow.
Who else used to come on Saturday morning?
Shoot, you had like the Bugs Bunny cartoons came on,
Yeah,
and
the Bugs Bunny cartoons came
shoot,
on.
Scooby Doo,
Scooby
and
Doo, all that stuff, man. It would
man,
cartoon would come on all the way up to 12 o'clock,
yep, yep.
and
Hmm.
once 12 o'clock gone, either you go back to sleep,
Hmm.
or you go outside.
Soul Train
Uh,
came on, bro. Soul Train, and then I think American Bandstand came on because that's when my music shows used to come on, and they were like ran back to back pretty much. So
mm-hmm.
it's one of
Oh,
those
check out, you say
cases.
Adam Family. Yeah, I remember Adam Family. He said
Oh
Adam
yeah,
Family. I
my
remember
man,
that.
Aaron Harvey just said Fat Albert that came on too. Yep, I think that was around like 10 o'clock or 10:30 if I'm not mistaken or something to that
Yeah,
effect.
Fat Albert did, but I think Fat Albert usually more came on cable channels though. Hell, when we grew up,
Nah,
we had cable,
nah, man.
but then too many people, you know what I'm saying, had cable back then,
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
said it was so high back then. But shit, I think I'd rather have it than it is now. But these cable companies, they can't come and tell you one bill, but shit, you get your bill, you get something totally different. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying?
I know
Or
that. I
like
know.
Well, I forgot to say, either you watch your cartoons, you go to sleep, go outside, or pick up a book,
And Bill,
get you a
Bill
book.
was the one that got that started because I'm reading the chat, and
Yeah,
he responsible for that, man. Like, don't make us have
the
headaches, man.
book.
Come on.
Yeah, pick up the book. You pick up a book, man, dude.
Oh
It's
goodness.
a, you know what? It's a shame, man, that you can't get those days back, man. You can't get those days back,
Nah,
man.
everything must change, man. Everything must
Yeah,
change.
man. A lot of cartoons now and stuff has got they made it sexist, you know, just all kind of type of violence and stuff. Um, but back then in that days, a lot of cartoons had positive messages, like I guess G.I. Joe in a sense, they used to do their little skit called Knowing is Half the Battle and all that
Yeah, I
stuff.
remember that. Remember that. Yeah.
Um, what's the name of the cartoon that had all the wrestlers on it? I could never keep up the name of that
Uh,
cartoon.
I forgot. I think it's like Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling or something like
Yeah,
that. I
it was something
forgot,
like that.
man.
It had all the wrestlers on it. Then you had
Something
He-Man.
like that. I think.
Yeah, you had He-Man and She-Ra, and all them
Mm-hmm.
folks.
She-Ra. Yeah.
Silverhawks. Yeah,
Thundercats.
Thundercats. Yeah, oh man, you can't forget Thundercats. I wonder if they gonna make a movie about that, man. They should have.
They supposed to be from what I had heard, but the only thing is they haven't seen anything any updates as of late. So I'm gonna keep checking into that.
Hmm. Right. I think I would definitely go see that.
Oh yeah.
Brave Star.
Remember that?
Brave Star. Bill said, you know what cartoon has a lot of sex related content? He said SpongeBob. I didn't believe it at first when I was told that, but it's true. You know what, dude? I never got into SpongeBob. I never could have.
You did
Man, that cartoon, it was just, I know cartoon can be goofy, but that cartoon was just too damn goofy for me, bro.
Nah, they
It was
made
too
it
damn
weird to
goofy.
me. It's too weird.
Yeah, I mean, that shit is too weird, you know. There was nothing about that cartoon that catches my attention, you know. But my sister, when she was a baby, she loved that goddamn cartoon. She loved that cartoon. That's all you hear. Who lives under the sea? Squirrel, SpongeBob, Squirrel Pig. I just be like, oh God, come on, man. My sister, she was growing up. She loved that damn SpongeBob. She loved that Dexter Laboratory. Now I like this Laboratory. That was cool. That was my shit right there. I watched
That
that.
looked a little bit funnier to me. I thought that was a little bit funnier.
Yeah, she watched the Powerpuff Girls. I used to play with her because I used to play like I was Mojo Jojo, and she loved this shit. I don't know why. She loved that shit, but she liked the Teletubbies. You know, they tried to say Teletubbies that the purple one and blue, and he supposed to be gay or something like that.
Oh,
You
yo, we
know,
getting some good cartoon names up in here, Chris. I
he is
think Aaron said
Flintstones,
Popeye, and
Popeye.
we got
Oh
the
man, that's a
Flintstones. I
classic,
forgot
brother.
those. Oh my
That's a
God, man.
classic.
Yeah,
Classic. You
yeah.
gotta respect Popeye. You gotta respect the Flintstones.
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, sir.
Matter of fact,
Jetsons.
yeah. Matter of fact, they had the Flintstones called Flintstone Little Bedrock or something when they supposed to be kids, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
When
yeah,
they put
yeah.
that supposed to be kids. Um, Cathy
Oh
said
yes.
Speed Racer. Speed Racer.
Yeah,
They keep
yeah.
me like, ho ho, ho ho. That's all they used to do. Ho ho.
Yeah, the Speed race against
Speed
Tim
Racer all
Tim
here.
and
Ho
Rick
ho.
Tag. Oh goodness, I forgot who the evil character was in there, but yeah, that was good
Yeah, I
too.
got you. That's all you heard. Ho ho. Ho ho. That's all you heard.
Yeah. Aaron said the Harlem Globetrotters too. I remember that, and I think they used to
I
like be
remember
on
that
like all the
too.
different cartoons too.
Man, checking for
Yeah,
you
like the
went
different
way back.
cartoons.
Checking for you went way back. He said
Oh, Powerpuff,
Powerpuff.
good grief.
Jesus.
Sheesh. Oh,
Ooh, he went
wow. See,
way back. Way
Aaron's
back.
going back too. Jackson 5's cartoon was good too. You know, even though they had that
Yeah.
same dance step every few seconds when they had a song on us.
Checking for you said pole position. I don't think I remember pole position.
I don't remember that one too well.
Man, I don't think I remember pole position. What else, Nata? What's going on there? Lived it. What's going on, lived it?
Hey,
I ain't seen you in
Monica.
a while, brother.
Augustus is
Hey, Miss
here.
Monica, how you doing, dear? Good to see you here. Good to
Oh
see you
man.
here. Hey, dude, we already got 23 likes, man. What? That's the
Woo-hoo.
business.
That's
That's
what
the
I'm saying.
business.
That's what I'm saying.
Uh,
Yeah.
Kenneth Keenan said Ren and Stimpy.
And
That show right there it was a hit and a miss to me. It was a hit and miss, you know.
yeah, it all depended on which
Uh,
one was a good cartoon and one is like it probably went a little too far over your head. So yeah, you have to
yeah.
like watch all of them. Check it out.
How about home cold food?
Oh heck yeah! He always jumped inside of it like
Cold food.
he jumped
Yeah.
inside of oh what do you call that oh man like he always jumped inside of like one of those desks like a drawer or something like that and then he
Yeah.
came back out or like a
Oh
shelf or
man.
something like that, a file cabinet. It was a file cabinet. Yeah, it was a file cabinet.
Right. Hey,
Oh man.
hey. How about Danger Mouse? How about Danger Mouse?
Oh, money.
How about Danger
Don't
Mouse?
get me started. Don't get me started on Danger Mouse. I have to watch those
How about
every
Danger
now and
Mouse?
then. They're like to watch Pinfall every time he says it's good grief and
Right,
or
man.
crumbs or something like
Oh.
that. I love
Hey,
that. I love that
let
cartoon.
me mix you up with this one. Let me mix you up with this one. This was one of my favorite ones. Fraggle Rock.
Me and my cousin used to
Fraggle
watch that on
Rock.
Saturday mornings too when I used to spend the
Boy,
night
you
at my
couldn't
aunt's
tell me,
house.
boy, you couldn't
He
tell
told
me
me about
shit when
that.
Fraggle Rock come on. You couldn't tell me shit. When Fraggle Rock come on, man,
Man.
I was glued to the TV when Fraggle Rock came. I was glued to that
Oh
motherfucker. I
yeah.
ain't hear
Yeah.
shit. I ain't hear
Oh yeah.
shit but them little motherfuckers running around that goddamn cave with it. I ain't hear shit.
Nah. Yeah, man.
Man,
They
you
had
couldn't
they
tell
had
me,
it.
no, brother. We cannot get them days back, man. And if you
Mm-hmm.
do get them cartoons, you probably then ain't got to look on eBay or something to find them, you know, because Woody
Oh yeah.
Wood, because
They'll be on there.
another cartoon you could tell me shit was Woody Woodpecker. Man, once that show
And
come
that
on,
was a
you couldn't
bomb.
tell me shit.
That was the bomb, yo. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
you
couldn't
could
tell
like
me
sit
shit.
there and watch any type of Woody Woodpecker and be dying
Thank
laughing.
you, man.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
You could tell me shit. Hey, Tamira, what's going on? Ooh, I ain't seen Tamira here in a good minute. I ain't seen her in a
But
good.
she's definitely in the house. I'm glad. It's like, we're starting to get our Sami's people
Yeah,
starts coming over this way, which is great.
right. It is. Checking for you said watch the last episode of Fraggle Rock, not the cartoon one. He said he almost cried. Dude, I think I've seen plenty of cartoons that's almost made me cry, so that ain't nothing new. I've seen plenty of cartoons.
Crying tears. That's about it.
I know, right? I know, right? But you know what I wish they would have did? But you know what I wish they would have did?
What's that?
Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. I wish they would have made find an episode where he actually caught him. I wish they would have made an episode.
No way, nah, because you got to make sure that they always had to have the theme to where he always tries to get him and always orders the Acme stuff that never works. Have stock in Acme because it never worked.
Yeah, and I just like, man.
Paul got some good ones too. Pinky and the Brain and was it Animaniacs? Tiny Toon Adventures, I think. Yeah, man. Yeah, they coming with him, man. They coming with him. Yes, sir.
I'm responding to a message, bro, and
not a problem. Not a problem. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody like everybody's coming in. I'm liking that.
Kathy,
everybody hit that like button.
Yeah, Kathy. Yeah, y'all hit that like button, man. Y'all doing damn good already, man. Even Bill came, he said, "Wow, y'all got so many likes up already. That's damn good, you know." I mean, you know, my thing is this, brother, man. You can't keep a good dog down, you know. But like I said in the last video I did, you know, I'm not gonna let nobody, you know, sucking me into this, so they call dog YouTube sector or whatever they call it, you know.
No. Stay different,
yeah, I'm
bro.
not gonna
Stay different.
let nobody sucking me into this shit, you know, because it's stupid, you know.
Yeah.
And, I mean, don't get me wrong. I could play the roaster game. I mean, anybody can play the roaster game, you know. But the thing is, you know, you gotta have some people that actually act grown, bro. Real talk.
Yeah. Yeah.
DJ, we're gonna have to stop real quick. It's blessing time. It's blessing time. I just got a message from somebody real quick. As a matter of fact, before I go any further, for anybody who's in my chat, I'm not Chris Storms, but I like to kick that one person ass. Hey, Ring, you know, you probably ain't the only one, brother. You probably the only one that feel like that. But Rocky and Booing, yeah, it is old school. Before we go any further, is anybody in the chat room who is sick today or have somebody in their family sick? Because we're going to have a blessing session real quick. I got a message from somebody, and they just found something that I hate to hear that anybody have. But I want to see what the chat for to say first. If they got, if anybody in there is sick, or do they have anybody in their family sick, so we can do a blessing as a whole, brother.
All right, yeah.
So,
yeah.
Good thing I did bring you on ahead of time.
Yeah, I think that was a good idea.
Yeah. Obviously, you still can't hit the like button, but you should be able to see it, brother. Captain K, man.
Yeah, he should be able to. He should be able to hit the like button.
Yeah, you should still be able to hit the like button whether you're on the phone or not. Yeah.
Aaron over here talking about some Captain K, man.
Captain K, man. Yeah, you gotta love them too. That's a classic too. That's a classic too. Chad said, "You know I'm always good."
Yeah.
We're gonna add Chassis to that list too, or the blessings.
Oh, no doubt.
One more time, is anybody who's not feeling well today, or anybody who got family members who's sick, or baby who's sick or something, throw a one up or something, because I'm finna get ready to speak on something. Somebody just sent me a message on, and I'm gonna let my man right here say a blessing to all of y'all. You know, and brother, like I said, like we talked in the beginning, man. You know, it's just sad, man. You know, even when you do live your life good, you know, you still get bad shit that happen to you.
Yeah, the one thing we have to know is that every day that we live, whether we live good or if we don't live good, these things are going to happen. But the trick to it all is just to be able to handle it when it comes, because you're never going to be ready. And just have good people around you, like family, friends, even associates that you know that'll be by you when this happens, because it's hard to deal with something like this on your own. Or even if you're married, is like, you know, you like that one person that you could be with, or like maybe your girlfriend, boyfriend, it's like they can do only but so much. But then if you have It's what's called strength in numbers, bro. Trust me.
Mm. Bill Cloud said my son broke his leg too. So he being a little dumbass. Does that count? Of course, brother. Hey, of
Hey, that
course.
that counts too, Bill. That always
That
counts
counts too, brother.
because you need healing.
Yeah.
Everybody needs healing, one way or another, whether it's physical, mental, or spiritual. Everybody
Right.
needs healing.
Uh, Paul just said something about Chase's grandma died. And she just confirmed that she did.
Yeah.
Um, and I think the last couple of times I talked to Chase, I think she was sick with a cold or something. So
Mm.
she may be better or not. But the main reason why we finna do this prayer now, man, I just got a private message from our Soto Nation lady friend, Kathy. She said she just found out
Yeah.
she got cancer. Man, I hate to hear
Oh,
that.
okay.
I hate to hear that, brother. I hate to hear that about anybody,
Uh,
man.
yeah. I
Uh,
mean, it hits everybody in some type of way, and
yeah,
you don't like hearing the news that someone has cancer or anything like that. But
yeah.
I'm gonna send a fast message out to Kathy if you're listening to me within the sound of my voice. Think of it this way: you may have cancer, but cancer don't have you. Keep
Oh,
your head up.
oh, salute, brother. Salute, brother. Also, man, let me throw my grandma in there, man, because she been sick too. I didn't know that she had went back to the hospital and stuff. So you know what I'm saying. I need to get on my p's and q's and go see my grandma more often
Yeah, yeah,
or
do that.
whatever, man.
Yeah,
You know,
do
but
that.
man, when you work so much, man, you just get so tired and lazy, man. You just sometimes you just don't feel like being bothered, man.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, depending on
You
how
know.
long you work, and you having two jobs, and me as a
Yeah,
graveyard shift, it's one of those cases, man. It's like
yeah,
you want to like try to rush yourself, but then it's like life still goes on, whether we do
yeah.
or whether
Exactly,
we don't, and all that good stuff.
exactly,
But yeah, maybe that is
exactly.
maybe it is the time to you to visit your grandmother. Just
Yeah. Then the holidays coming too, brother. So you know what I'm saying.
oh God, don't remind me.
Yeah,
Trust me, don't
yeah.
remind me.
Okay. Everybody, if y'all don't mind, could y'all stop typing for just a minute and let's get this prayer on. Hey, brother, I'm gonna hit my mute. Uh, Go ahead, brother, do your thing, man.
All right. Once again, if everybody can just pause for a moment as I get ready to pray for all of us here and one another, it would be appreciated. Uh, and just bow your head and close your eyes with me. Dear Heavenly Father, we just want to say thank you for today once again. We thank you, Lord, for everything that you've given to us. Thank you, Lord, for waking us up this morning. Thank you, Lord, for now allowing us to sleep last night to make it into this morning and into this new day. We thank you, Lord, for the week that has passed and for the week that's to come. But we just ask you, Lord, in the name of Jesus today, that you will continue to lead us and guide us and direct us in the path that you want us to go. Show us our weaknesses. Show us our strengths, Lord. Show us where we need to do better, Lord, in the name of Jesus. Because we know, Lord, that every day we do sin knowingly and unknowingly. But we just pray, Lord, in the name of Jesus, that when you show us that we will take heed to fix these things so that we will do the work to the benefit of your glory, but not our own. In Jesus today. Lord, we come to you in intercession for a friend of ours who just found out that she has cancer, Lord. You know her by name. We pray, Lord, in the name of Jesus, that in the upcoming journey that she has to have, whether she goes for chemotherapy or whatever decision that she has to make, that you will lead her, that you will uplift her, strengthen her in this time to come. We know, Lord, that this is not an easy journey nor an easy process. But you said in your word that your strength is perfect in weakness, Lord. We claim that promise today in the name of Jesus. Look with favor upon her, her husband, and her family, Lord, as they also have heard this news. Help them to come together as a family, Lord, to give her strength where she needs it, because she needs it. Our strength alone is not enough, but we know you will give them the strength to give to her as you give it to her as well. In the name of Jesus. I also want to pray for those, Lord, in Soto Nation and all around the world who is in need today, whether they lost family members, like a friend of ours has just lost a family member, Lord, and those who are going through right here and right now. Once again, look with favor upon these families, Lord. Look upon our friend, Lord, who has just just lost a dear one, a grandmother. That every day there's that possibility that we will lose a loved one or even a friend. Help us, Lord, to prepare our hearts, prepare our minds and souls for these days to come, because we're never going to be ready. But at least we know that once it comes, that you'll be there with us, and that it won't be such a shock to us that it's happened. In the name of Jesus, help us, Lord, to understand that these days will come. And at the same time, Lord, we know that it will be a time where we will grieve. We'll be in bereavement. But we know, Lord, that in your word it says that once it's said in your word that we will live and that we will die, and that there is a time for all seasons, and death is a season. But we also, Lord, want to celebrate life also. And help us, Lord, to celebrate life, because we know life is short. We make the wrong decisions. But help us, Lord, to understand that life is precious. Life is sweet. Life is good when we do as you tell us to do. But help us to understand, Lord, that life also is fleeting, to where that we take it for granted that we can lose it. Help us, Lord. Help us, Lord, to understand that we need to tell one another and tell our family members that we love them, because we never know when that day will come. We never know the day nor the hour for when you will call us home. Help us, Lord, to be one big family that comes together in times of need, in times of trouble, in the name of Jesus. And as I get ready to close this prayer, Lord, be with our brother Chris Thorns, be with our brother Tommy Sotomayor, be with each and every one who represents Soto Nation, and each and every family that's represented in Soto Nation. Help everyone to come together, Lord. Uphold Tommy, uphold Chris, uphold VA, uphold Packer Girl, everyone that has a show, and all those who tune in, and all those that they tell to tune in. Be with each and every one, Lord. Give them strength, Lord. Help us to hold them up. Help them to come together once again, so that it will be a common cause that will not be to the benefit of their glory, but to yours. In the name of Jesus. Do for all that you have done and have plans to do. We'll be more than careful to give you all praise and honor and glory in which you deserve. For we love you, Lord, and we ask these things in Jesus' name we pray. Let everyone say amen.
Amen, brother. Hey, always a pleasure that you do that, my guy. Appreciate you so much, man. Appreciate you, man.
Not a problem.
Appreciate you.
Not a
Hey,
problem.
you know how respectful that the people are over here. This is why I love my audience. How respectful they are. They stop chatting to let you do your prayer, bro.
Yeah, and if I could take the time, Chris, to let everyone know in the chat that I truly appreciate you guys, just taking that time to pray with me and pray with Chris and for whoever is in need of that prayer, because believe it or not, we're praying for you too.
Yeah.
A lot of times that you hear me mention, for everybody that's represented, that's going out to you as well. Everyone that's in the sound of my voice, whether you're in the chat room or on the panel, believe it or not. And then I ask you to pray
Mm-hmm.
for Chris, for Tommy, and even pray for your friend DJ, because we all need prayers.
Right.
Trust me when I say.
That's what I
Go ahead.
love about my show. That's why I say, man, how could I let somebody to tell me that my maturity is bullshit? How can I let anybody brainwash me and tell me that? You don't
Ah,
find too many men my age or older, period, that acts mature. It's about bringing people together.
that's it.
I'm saying, man, I'm not gonna let nobody pull me in that bullshit, man.
Nah, don't do it.
If that's what works for you, playing the roasting game and the cooking game, hey, salute to you. Go ahead. I'm not gonna even talk bad about you. There's nothing to talk about you about. I mean, if that's how you get your build up, hey, go ahead. Everybody got their own way to get their build up.
Yes,
You
absolutely.
know, so even though my audience, for what it shows, it'd be a small audience, but we have a small audience, bro, that is very respectful. It's very respectful, bro. They
Yeah,
stop
absolutely.
chatting. They stop chatting just to let you do the prayer, bro. Now, how cool is that?
Hey man, that's respect and that's
That's
love right
very
there.
respectful.
That's
How
love.
cool is that?
That's love, man. It's
And
love.
my man DJ Just J came in a bit of man. Love that brother, man. Much respect, DJ. How you doing, brother? As a matter of fact, I seen a couple of names that came in. The reason I didn't say nothing to him, man, because you was praying. We had somebody named Bitcoin. I think that's the name that came in. My man Young Jay, what's going on, brother?
Peace, young Jay. Good to see you,
Yeah,
brother.
Jennifer Show, that's my man's right there. What's going on, brother? Yeah, Bitcoin 510. He said
Okay.
amen. Thank you, brother. My man Jeremiah Graham. That's my 901 homie.
All right. All right.
I don't remember. He said he used to stay in Memphis, so he still stay in Memphis. But we from the same town, But I'm still in Memphis. I don't know if he's still in Memphis or not. So, whenever he see me, you know what I'm saying, he holler at me and I holler at him too. We'll be up in the chat room with Tommy and whatnot. Um, yeah, brother. Like I said, the audience is small, and that may be a good thing that the audience stay small. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I don't need a big audience. Who knows?
Yeah, as long as you got an audience,
Who
that's all that
knows?
counts, man.
You know what I'm
So
saying? Who knows? But I'm just amazed that these people ceased everything, brother, just to let you do your prayer. That's respect, man. That's
yeah, and
respect.
that's why I had to say thank you because they didn't have to do it, and they could say a whole lot of crazy things like, "Oh, who's this guy think he is?" and whatever else. But I think people can recognize those people that have the good hearts and those who mean people well. And then those who like come in and like they troll and they say all the like the nasty and vulgar things. You pretty much can tell who they
Mm-hmm.
are as well because they pretty much show their hand anyway.
Hey, my man Jeremiah say he still stay in Memphis. He said go to U of M, man. I'm gonna have to go find this brother, man, and upload a video with me and him, man. Be like, look, two niggas from Southern Nation I met, bro. Nigga. I can get my phone, be like, hey, it's me and Jeremiah. We from Memphis, nigga. So Jeremiah, man, we gotta hook up, bro. We gotta hook up, bro. Me and you a huggy. Me and you a huggy, man. We all in Memphis, bro. Kenan said, it's not about the number of people in the audience, but the quality of people, whether it is 20 or a few thousand. Ooh, I like that. That's real talk right there. That's real talk.
Yes, sir.
That's real talk right there. Um, Aaron said something about somebody calling him. I don't know who he talking to on that one. Checking for you said still studying the GRE. And he said
Oh,
to
okay.
anybody, out there, do not go to law school. Checking for you said that he said don't go to law school. Okay. Um, okay. Why not?
I guess
Why not?
it's not for him in this case, maybe, or he's just letting us know it's
Yeah.
like how hard it might be. But who
Jeremiah
knows?
says sounds good. Jeremiah, I gotta find you on Google Plus if you are, brother. If you on Hangouts, man, I gotta find you, bro, man, so I can keep in contact with you, man. I think that'd be cool that me and you will hook up with anybody else who's from Memphis that come to this show or whatnot, man. That'd be pretty damn cool, man, for everybody to unite and do a video, you know what I'm saying? Just acting crazy, man, just having fun, brother. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
But then again, Memphis, sometimes it's a small city, man. Shit, I probably already know this dude. We just ain't seen each other in a while, because the
Could be.
world just is small, you know. The
Yeah.
world is too
No,
small.
Mimi is here, bro. Mimi has just arrived.
I don't see her. Where she at?
She's in the chat.
Who, Mimi?
Yep, Mimi is here, bro.
I don't see her.
Here, she's in the chat.
Is she under another name or something?
So, same name as usual.
I promise I didn't see her. I've been looking at you. I haven't seen her.
Right now, I'm looking at that on right now, bro. She's here.
I'm gonna be blind or something. And I'm scrolling up and I still don't see her.
She's here, bro.
She must be hiding from me or something. She must
Send
be
her the
hiding
link,
from me.
bro.
I don't see her. I
I
don't
don't
see
know,
her.
man. She's here.
I promise I don't see her. Hey, Mimi, type in the book. Type in the book. Hey, DJ Just J
Oh
said,
man.
man, thanks, man, much respect. Hey, brother, hey, DJ, man, ain't nothing but respect for you, brother. Nothing but respect, man. You know,
Unless she jumped back out
Hey,
again, maybe that's probably what it
that's
is.
what I say. I don't see her. I don't see her. There
Yeah,
she go.
because
There
yeah,
goes the
she.
book. There goes the book. There she go. The book. There she go.
Anyway, it'll give me a
Oh
headache,
Lord.
man.
Maybe I don't know why.
Maybe.
I don't know why everybody saw you in the chat, but I didn't. I didn't
I
see you. I
was
don't
in
know
the
how I
chat.
missed you.
I said, everyone.
I don't know how I
See,
missed you. They go Kim. Hey Kim, the chat. How you doing?
Kim is here
Hi,
too.
hi,
We
DJ
just said
Smooth. How are you?
we
I'm
just
doing
said a
fine,
prayer.
hon.
So hopefully you feeling better. We just said a prayer. If you're not feeling better, then that prayer go for you too.
Definitely.
Um, you know what? Mimi said she want to take some time to come over here and talk about the cruise. So I've been waiting on you, dear. I don't know what you've been doing, but I've been waiting on you. So here.
getting 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 people's payments and everything. There were people from last night we talked or still made some deposits and everything.
Okay, well,
Um,
you got
but
the
I want to be
flow.
I want to
Yeah.
be respectful first. The topic, because I saw your promo video. You're talking about why our children are so bad or rude.
Oh, go
What's the
ahead. Go
difference
ahead.
between the
Go
kids?
ahead.
I
Mhm.
always sit there and say that we can't always blame it on a parent because each child is an individual. You could have several kids and they're all going to turn out different. I myself, who have sons and teenagers, I love them to death. Don't get me wrong, but this generation of kids, sometimes I don't like my own child. That's the honest truth. And if you're not a parent and sometimes just don't like your kid, I love my kid, but I don't like the way they are. I think sometimes that the environment they can be raised doesn't matter if they're raised in an upper middle class environment or poor, or someone that's not as rich or something like that. Kids tend to lead their own way, especially the teenagers.
Mm,
And as they
Right.
begin to
mm,
find themselves, is my son respectable to adults and stuff? Yes.
mm,
Mm.
Does my
mm,
son still do, the things I said, but they're going to defy against parents. All children defy. And as they get older and a teenager, they really do. The testosterone kicks in. And there's times I just want to like take my hand and just,
like I told Chaz, on one of my last shows, to make you want to turn into the Credible Hulk.
just ring it. I,
Mm.
Chris Thorne smash.
I know. I know, I'm serious. It's just that I love him and stuff. Yes, I've been teaching responsibility. My son has been working since he was, started at 16, he's 17 now. Me and his father have taught him to keep a job and stuff, but is he selfish? I think sometimes he is. I can honestly sit there and say that, but when you're an only child, you think sometimes things should be handed to you anyway. Um,
Mm-hmm.
no matter how much you try as a parent, kids is going to test you. I don't know how it is about,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the little ones
Mm-hmm.
anymore. I don't have any little babies and stuff anymore, but to me, I think the most trying time was the child is in the teenage years because you try to set that influence of them when they finally get old enough to go out on their own. You want to make sure you taught them everything that you can to protect yourself, to be respectable, to seek their own way, but make sure that they take care of themselves. But as a parent, you could just let them go and just watch. That's all it is. Like how
Mm-hmm.
a baby bird
Mhm.
is, when the mother kicks it out the nest first, she throws it out and swoop down and pick it up when it gets back. And the second time they do the same thing. By the third time that it fly, you have to let
It
them
doesn't come
go
back.
on about themselves, and they're just
Mm-hmm.
gonna So to me, as parents, this generation of children is totally different the way that we kind of grew up. If you think about it, that's why I say it's a lot of change. You might keep the same value, but they're their own individual. I just really think
Mhm.
so. So I didn't get a chance to hear
Mm-hmm.
what you guys had said, but
Now, actually, we haven't got into the topic yet. We talked about our childhood. How we used to get up on Saturday morning, watch cartoon, and having the first bowl of cereal, or the new box of cereal that your mom and dad brought, and, and then we just went into a prayer, which you just missed the prayer because
oh, I miss DJ Smooth's
yeah,
prayer.
I got
I'm sorry.
I had got a message from somebody say they found out that they got breast cancer, so we stopped the
Yeah.
show and we did a prayer. We did a prayer for everybody who had somebody sick. One person said they
Mhm.
had son broke his leg. So we just did a prayer for everybody.
Okay, and
And like I said, you literally just missed it.
I apologize.
Uh,
The person,
you ain't got to apologize
is
because
the
it's prayer for
person is the
everybody.
person that's in the chat room that has breast cancer.
Yes.
Has All right. I want to tell
Yeah,
you
she was
myself.
telling me.
I have bought breast cancer twice. My first diagnosis,
Oh
Ooh.
wow.
yes, my first diagnosis is when I was 26 years old, right after I had my son. I was stage 2. My last battle, it was in when I was 39, which I'm 41, as everyone know now,
Ooh.
and everything. Stage 3, you can beat it. You have to be positive.
Yes.
It's all
Yes.
about you. And you love your family and everything else, but this is the time for you to be selfish about yourself. Stay with positive people. Don't make anything bring you down. There's going to be good days. There's going to be
Hmm.
horrible days. There's going
Right.
to be days when you're on that chemo and you feel like you're going to die. But
Yeah.
keep God in your life first. Tell yourself you're willing to live for yourself and for your family. And if you need someone to talk to, because there's going to be times when people say, "Oh, I understand how you feel." No, they don't. No one understands it but someone who has been through it. But please,
Mm-hmm.
I beg you as a person, I'm pray for you extra hard because we're sisters now. We're definitely sisters. We as women that have been breast cancer, we become sisters because we go through something that other women, men have never been through. But we're sisters. So I
Yeah.
definitely have you in my mind. Never give up. I'm
Who,
done.
me?
Sorry.
Me?
Amen. And real quick, Chris, before she,
Oh, did
you
she,
know,
did she, did she say me? She said she prayed extra hard for me.
no, I think she's talking about who has the cancer, which
Oh,
we
no,
had
she
prayed
said
for.
Chris. I don't have
No,
cancer.
no, but I was,
Yeah, that was that.
but
Oh,
I wanted
okay.
to ask
Chris,
something
where's
to
your
Mimi.
mind today? Go ahead.
He's out
You
left
know
field.
what? What's going on, Mimi? Because I'm looking at. I got two screens running. I got my
Okay.
laptop running. I got my TV running, and I'm trying to look at the chat and listen to you at the same time. I could have sworn I just say, "Well, Chris, I'm gonna pray extra hard for you." I'm like, hmm?
Okay.
I'm like, I ain't did nothing. I ain't did
Yeah, yeah,
nothing.
you definitely get the Scooby Doo on that one. But
Right.
thank you, Mimi, for saying what you
Thank you,
said,
Mimi. Yeah, yeah, that's
and
what we're talking to like
and
Kathy, that's the one we talking about. She said, I guess the guy who I talked to the other night said he or she died by some kind of day, she said. So I just told her, hey, we're gonna move on from that. We already know the thought process that brother, and salute to him, I got no hard feelings to him, I just his mindset, I just leave it
yeah,
say it is what it is. He got his way of thinking. I got my way of thinking. We just gonna leave it like that. But in that domain, still much respect to the brother. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, he's
he still was respectful regardless of how he felt. He still was respectful. A lot of these people was respectful for the most part. But but that's an old day. This is a new day. So let's stay positive. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
absolutely.
Because ain't nothing but
Yeah, and I
love
want to
over here,
say something.
Kathy. Yeah,
Yes,
go ahead, bro.
yes. I wanted to say something to Mimi real quick, and thank you for your story, for what you told us, because that's very, very inspiring to not only me but everyone that's here. Because my mother had passed away because she had lung cancer, and she fought it for the last couple of years of before she passed away, and she had beat it for a little while, but just for certain things that happened with hospital visits and things
Mm-hmm.
like that, it came back. So just to hear your story, that gave me, that sort of like made me feel a whole lot better about what happened with my mom, because she fought it, and you won, and that even though she passed away, at least I can see someone that was able to persevere, and that you know who God is, and like He knew who you were, so to be able to like sustain you. And for everybody that's out there who's going through that, once again, Kathy, we love you. Keep your
Yeah,
head up. Keep us
yeah.
keep us, like, we keep this circle around us praying for you. Everybody's looking out for you, and that's real talk.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I
what I told
definitely
her.
am. I definitely am. And Kathy, if you want to get a hold of me, it's very easy to get a hold of me. I have no
Yeah, that,
problem.
that's
And Chris has my
that what
private email. You can give it to her. She emails you. I'm always on
okay.
Hangout or Google Plus. It's my Brazil. But as a
Yeah.
sister, if you need someone
Oh,
to
it's my
talk
Brazil.
to,
I don't know why I kept saying me Brazil. It's my Brazil. How you say my Brazil? It's
okay.
it's me.
You can say me, mine, my me.
Okay. Can I say the book Brazil?
Yeah, you can say the book. But just reach out to me, and I definitely
Yeah.
will talk to you one on
Okay.
one. But okay,
Oh, but like
I'm
I
Jesus.
done.
just told her, man. Over here it's all love, man.
Yeah.
We for everybody.
Hmm.
Ain't none of that cooking and roasting shit over here. Now, unless it's necessary. Let me say that, unless it's necessary. Now,
Yeah.
but
Definitely.
so far so good. I haven't had to come out of my character and do all that roasting and cooking and shit. And hopefully I don't. You know. But let's get busy though. You say you want to talk about the cruise, and we're gonna go on finally get on
Okay.
in the topic. why I came with this topic. So
All right, I'm just going to take about a little quick couple minutes. As you guys, I don't know if a lot of people turned in
take your time.
last
Take your
night
time.
or whatever. We are having a Soda Nation cruise. We're going to be leaving on April the 28th to May the 1st. We're going to be visiting two islands. It's a chance for everyone to get together. It's in from Soda Nation, from Chris's show, from Tommy's show, from the Dig. A chance and opportunity for all of us to meet as one. It's something that I think is long due and long process that we should have been done, but we have the chance and opportunity to do it now. Now, there's a lot of information I didn't give out as much up front because we didn't want trolls to get a hold of it and ruin something special for all of us. But I will put the link in the description. I'm taking payments up to today or tomorrow because I have to everything post by Monday. It's required a $200 deposit because it's $100 per person, but each room is a two place room. Now we do have people that are looking for roommates where we'll hook them up together. So if you're looking for a roommate and we find one for you, it's $100 deposit. Let me tell you what comes in your package and everything. Inside that Soda Nation Soda Cruise package is going to be this. You're going to have 8 meals a day. And I'm not talking like processed Walmart or McDonald's food. I'm talking about fresh food, fresh fruits, everything, 8 times a day.
Mm,
We're going to
mm.
also have on top of that, you get the juices and stuff that come with it. Fresh squeeze, passion fruit juice. You get tap water. You get basically stuff like that that comes naturally. Not a soda water and stuff. I explain that to you late in a minute. But that comes with it. You also get room service. That means you can order food and bring it to your room service with no charge. You have someone to come and clean your room every day that you're there. Also, too, you get gourmet pizzas, which is not included on the package. You'll normally have to pay for yourself. 24-hour service for that, as well as 24-hour service of ice cream. They have a casino inside of the boat. There's so much stuff that you can do inside of the boat. We're going to have our own activity, but it is. Now, we have a thing that's called as a gratuity package. The gratuity package is unlimited bottled water, unlimited sodas, as far as juices, fresh juices, everything is free. And it's an alcohol packet. Now, I know there's some people that's going to drink. Hey, I like to drink myself. So you get 20 free drinks a day, alcoholic beverages. You could be any kind of alcohol you want to is up to $50 per value, but you get up to 20 a day. That's included in your package as well. Even they have the non-alcoholic drinks is included in that package as well. Also, too, you also have to pay is technically the gratuity tip, which that means you only pay for one particular time, so you don't have to worry about tipping every time you have to go somewhere. It's already paid for. Also, too, everyone that signs up for the cruise gets a $50 gift card and a bottle of champagne. So right there, if you don't want to spend your own money, but you still need to bring your own money, you can use the $50 card. And that $50 card can get you around where you have to. Now, the most special thing that I want to explain to everyone is this, and that's what I like about it. I found a cruise where some of us who've never been anywhere in this world, such as the Americans, or who cannot attain a passport, that because due to child support or you have felony convictions, with this cruise, you get a chance to go visit another island, don't have to worry about it. All its requirements is to bring your valid driver's license or your state ID and a certified copy of your birth certificate. And the two islands that we're going to, we're going to spend hours there. It's not like a little jump off and jump back on. You get a chance to go explore the island, see where it's, different countries and get to experience the thing. Does not only have to be what they call it, what they call that, the vacation area. You get a chance to go and visit the island, shopping, listen to music, go out to eat if you choose to. I love islands. I've been to the particular two islands. I've been there a lot of times. So it's a good chance for all of us to get to enjoy that. Also, too, as well, inside of each packet, we're going to have a special thing that's going on. We're not talking about it, but it's something doing with Tommy because Tommy is going on the cruise with us. Now, I know some people have children. We really wanted to be an adult situation where we didn't want to have kids, but sometimes you can't. You can't find somebody to watch your children. Maybe your sister or brother don't feel like dealing with your children or something like that. But if you do bring your kids, your kids have to be over the age of 5 anyway. because but if you take, we prefer them over 5 just to be for the safety side, but they have different packages that I can help you look for your kids to be busy and to have the same activities that's done. Now we can't take 2-year-olds on there because it's kind of hard to deal with children and be on a cruise ship at the same time. So, but if you have to bring your kids, we do have a package that can help you pick for your kids as well. Also, too, there's going to be a nightlife thing where you can go dancing and discoing and karaoke, and it's just so much stuff to do. If you've never been on a cruise, trust me, you really have a good time. So that's only 3 days at sea, and then we come back on that Monday, and it's something that we can take. We're also giving away our free Soto Cruise T-shirt if you buy the packet. So that T-shirt we're giving out because we just want all of us to take pictures and say, hey, we did the first annual Soto Cruise Nation. So this is something that I think is long overdue. I think we all deserve this as individuals. I mean, there's so many of you guys that I talk to on a daily basis that for over 5 years, that I would love to meet you guys, face to face and have a conversation. But there's your personal information will not be given out to anybody. The only two people that has your personal information is me and Chastity. We make sure we guard and protect everything that you fill out to us. But if you want to know more information, please click on the link inside the description box, or tell Chassis or I that I can send it to you, and I can give you more better detailed information as well. So if you sign up for your packet, and once I complete and make the deposit, you will get show you what your room looks like, what the pack out of the package that you picked up with, and you'll get to see the itinerary, the stuff that we're going to do. So once again, all payments have to be made today if you want to make a deposit. But the good thing about it is this: let's say you make your $200 deposit today. You don't have to pay off this cruise until February the 15th. Now, I know it's the hard times, people that celebrate Thanksgiving
Oh,
and
that's right after my
Christmas.
birthday. That's right after my
Yeah,
birthday. Dang.
yeah, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Basically, you have enough chance to pay off your payments, local payments here. You know, as long as you can make the payments, you can really pay off the cruise. So I give you enough time to pay it off. But if you need any kind of help, we'll find like an airline ticket and stuff. We have things that I can give you where it has a group rate or a discount rate for airfare. Now, we will be flying out of Miami, Florida. That's just where we have to fly out of. So my only responsibility is to help you get there. But if you want to get there extra early, there's hotels around there. I can send you the information if you're flying in to look for the local hotel by the port. But I'm helping you that so much. But, your responsibility is to get there. My responsibility is once you get there, I want to make sure you have a good time. So once again, guys, please try to sign up for the Soto Cruise. Click on the link if you want to have more detailed information. I'm done, Chris.
Thank you so much, dear. And you're more than welcome to stay on if you like. Because as a matter of fact, I'm
Okay.
gonna send the link out in a minute once I tell why I came up with this subject. Man, we had got up to 27 people watching. I guess we ain't talking what they want to talk about. Well, maybe they have internet. Maybe they have internet problems. I don't know. Salute to my man Aaron. He sent your man a donation. How cool is that? He sent me a donation.
Nice.
So
Nice.
not only you, but you, Chastity, Slapper, and a couple more people said, man, put that link up, bro. Pretty much say, put that link up. Stop being ashamed, bro. You never know what's gonna happen. And I remember I talked to you one
It's
day. You
about to.
said,
I said it's. I, I'm
yeah, you
glad you
said, look
did.
at it as a blessing. Yeah, so it's out there now. So Chastity, she's putting it out there for me. And my man Avery said it's only little, but it will add up. Keep doing what you do and don't let anyone drive a wedge. You're a good message. Hey, Aaron, appreciate that, bro.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm not easy to get influenced, man. I'm not feeling nobody sucking me in that bullshit, bro. Real talk. I ain't feeling nobody tell me what I do is bullshit because I know it ain't bullshit. It ain't. It's about time you got some people on YouTube, whether you black or white, try to make something happen and come together. Fuck the dumb shit. Fuck the dumb shit. And I'm not gonna get sucked into this shit. I'm not. Uh, Jeremiah, I got your email, brother. So I definitely hit you up, man. That's another brother in Memphis, to hang out with. So me and him will hug. We definitely gonna hook up sometimes, whatnot. So all right, let's get into the topic. Thanks to everybody. We got 33 likes so far. All right now. 33 likes, one thumbs down. Let's keep it going, y'all. Appreciate it. Uh how I came up with this topic, bro. And VA, yeah, I want you on this because
He got those
you got
small
kids
ones.
too. Yeah, you got
He got
kids
those
too that
little ones.
Yeah, he got kids too, and I mainly want to talk to people who have kids, and we just talk. Skull brother, what's going on? He always showing me love. What's going on, Skull? They 33 just jumped up to 35. Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Paul said,
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you started a donation. Yeah, Paul, I had some positive people talk to me and told me, hey, put it up, bro. And that's what I did, brother. That's what I did. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
how I came up with this subject, like I said in the promo video, there used to be a time that, we were growing up that no matter who raised us, whether it's a biological parent, well, of course it's their job to raise us anyway, or was it if it's somebody in the family that raised you, you should show them a salute, or was it a foster family that raised us? We show them a salute and honor them for raising us because they could have turned us down, but they didn't. They see that we needed guidance, and we fell into the right people's hands, and they gave us guidance. Now, I came up with this topic because I seen this movie the other day. Fucking horrible movie. First of all, it was horrible. The acting was horrible. The plot was horrible. The whole fucking thing was horrible. That wasn't a good book at all. Not a good book. So the movie was horrible. But what happens in the movie happens for real. Check this out. It was white people now. It was mainly white people in this movie. So, not being stereotypical, it was just mainly white people in this movie. And the name of the movie is called Missing at 17. Now, I like movies like that if it's happening, if it's a real life movie. Like that girl, what's that girl name? Always on the tip of my tongue. She got kidnapped while she was a kid from her room. And these Muslim people kidnapped her. And then nobody know what she was. But when she turned 18 or 19 or something, they found her again. And the police found her. And the girl was like, you think I'm that girl? And the police kept saying, just tell me it's you. I know it's you. Just tell me that it's you. Elizabeth Smart, that's her name. That's her name, Elizabeth Smart. And she broke down saying, yeah, it's me. And I like movies like that with true stories. And it's a miracle that that girl been going there long and they found their baby. You know? So I like happy endings like that. Chisel, what's up, brother? What's up, brother? Hit that like for me. So, but this movie was the totally opposite. So this movie was about a 17-year-old girl, white, nice built, nice shapely built. She found out she was adopted. So she got mad at the foster mom because they didn't tell her she was adopted. Now, do she have a right to be mad? Of course, she got. She got a right to be mad. You feel how you feel. But for her to get downright disrespectful, mm-mm. This girl just got disrespectful to this lady. Took off running. She took off running, got in her car, and the lady was like, "No, get back in the house. Get back in the house. Let's talk." So she took off. So in the movie, it showed later that she was at a corner store. She begged one guy for a cigarette and begged another guy for a light. And so the guy who gave her the light um, went to the store, got some vodka, and was asking her, what's your story? So she ended up getting in the car with this man, and I'm thinking, well, she really ended up getting raped, but that's not what happened. Well, no, he took her home that night. That ain't what happened. But when they got up the next morning, um, according to what the movie portrayed next morning. So she goes back to the house, go get some clothes, and the foster mama comes home while she was doing that. So while she was doing it, the foster mom tried to catch her, but she ran out the house and got back in the car and took off. So being with this man, they end up getting arrested. He got arrested because what's up, OG Beasley? He got arrested because he had a bench warrant, and she ended up getting arrested. Because I guess she was in a minor age or something. So these people, the foster people, came and bailed her out. Me personally, I would have left her down there because if I took my time and raised you, and this is the way I get treated for raising you, I would have left you down there to show you tough love. But anyway, they bailed out. The foster dad and the foster mom bailed out. When they got to the house, um, the foster mom tried to talk to her. So the girl stopped talking crap to her. So the girl tried to walk off, and the foster mom like grabbed her, like, "No, you don't walk away from me." And the girl snatched off and said, "I hate you," and told the dad, "I hate her, I hate her." And went up the stairs. Now this is what pissed me off about the movie. The foster dad turned around to the foster mom and asked her what she doing. Wait a minute. You asked this woman what she doing? This woman is over here talking shit to y'all, and y'all took the time and raised her, and you asking her what she doing? So me and you condone her for her actions for talking to that lady like that. And y'all took the time and raised this girl. That wasn't even yours. But you asking her what she doing. So anyway, man, make a long story short, she ended up running away again. She finds her biological mother, which she was strung out on liquor and drugs. Um, the dude had a cousin that was staying with him. There was on parole. He was on parole. But instead of him, trying to stay out of jail, what I'm saying, he being a dumbass, he want to go hit a lick for 30 G's. They go hit the lick, he gets shot. They kind of find out the guy, he ended up getting shot, and the guy who they robbed ended up following them home and shot both of them and got his product back. And at the end of the movie, it showed her, they showed them throwing her 18-year-old birthday, and the actual biological mother came at the end. I guess she got herself all cleaned up, and she came in to be with her daughter for the 18th birthday, and that's the way it ended. So, and I just like, okay, this message, excuse me, this movie had no kind of message to it, no kind of message other than a disrespectful ass child. You know, that's the message I got from it. So that's how I really came up with this topic, about disrespectful children. So here's the thing with me, or let me ask the question. We all can agree if she found out she was adopted, she has a right to be upset, right? Because she can feel how she want to feel. But does that give her a right to be disrespectful? DJ, I'll let you take it first, man. Does it give her a right to, not just her about the movie, but kids in general, does it give them the right to be disrespectful just because they find out something they didn't want to hear? Your opinion.
I mean, it all depends on what the child knows. And, I always say that times have changed from the times that when I grew up and then probably going into the 80s and 90s for where some of everybody that's here has grown up to where like kids didn't talk out of line to parents, neighbors, even those who they don't even know. And, in this case, I guess with the movie that you saw, I mean, it does happen in real life. But
Mm-hmm.
that like kids are going to be angry. They're going to be upset at certain things that happen, whether the child being away from her biological parents and then be with step parents and or adopted parents, to where like there's most likely there's a lot of anger on the inside because either they know what's going on or they don't know what's going on, or the parents think that they're too young to know what's going on. But the thing that we have to understand is that kids and even babies are a lot smarter than what we give them credit for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They do figure things out a lot quicker, and we have to understand that they're people just like us, and that you shouldn't really sugarcoat what's going on, and don't hide it from them because they'll find out. And
Mm-hmm.
to answer the back end of the question, no, she does not have the right to be disrespectful, but we have to understand that that child could be angry. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, let them know, okay, yes, we understand you're angry,
Don't hide
but
it
don't
from
cross
because
the
they'll
line, because guess what? We have to bring you back in line if you cross it.
Mm-hmm. What you now, Mimi? Now you heard how I came up with this topic. What do you say about that?
When I speak of the aspects of adoption with kids and stuff, it depends, like you said, on the situation. Some kids know from a very early age that they were adopted. Some parents don't
Mm,
tell them, but a lot of them it's going to be a conflict because with adoption, you're going to still want to know where you came from, who
mm,
you are, and they're going to want to seek that. And should that be disrespectful? No, but you have to sit in the mind of that individual person. That's a lot they're dealing with, especially if they never knew they were adopted. You're going to have the right to go through emotion. Yes, and as a parent,
mm,
you have to let them do that, but that does not mean they have to be disrespectful in any aspect of any way. But that's a hard thing to deal with, is adoption and not finding out that this is not your family. I think that child have every right to go through roller coasters of a different emotion, especially if you never told the child. That's why I always believe that if a child is being adopted, it should be an open-end adoption, so a child can get a chance to know where they came from, who they are. But at the end of the day, the person that raised you, that fed you, the person that was there when you're sick and when you was down and out, that's your parents. The biological mom is just
mm,
the biological mom. That means you came from her womb. But that woman that stood in there and raised you out of life, that's your mother and that's your father. So
mm.
same thing when it comes to their father. So it doesn't really matter about who raised you. It's does it matter who gave you life, or does it matter the person that was there for you throughout your life? And most of the time, a lot of the adoption kids, they go through that, but then they come to the end that they know who their parents are. They know who their mother and father are. But you're right about
Mm-hmm.
that.
So what about the part where when I said that she ended up going to jail and they came and bailed her out? Like I said, with me, I probably would have left her down to just to show a little tough love. I mean, would you would have did the same or what?
Oh no, I'm not coming to get you from nobody's jailhouse. No, I didn't put
Okay.
you in there. Now I told my
Right.
son, my ex-husband, his father told him, my son is this. Now you got a speeding ticket. I'm gonna come get you out of jail. You know what I mean? You get arrested for a
Mm,
speeding ticket. But anything criminal, you got to suffer the consequences for your actions because you keep going bailing them out. You're telling them that basically no matter what they do, you're gonna always make sure they're okay. No, I'm not gonna bail you out of jail for a criminal activity. For what? Save my money. That's on you.
Well, hold on now, hold on, wait. But now I think she only went to jail because she was a minor. That's why I think she went to jail. But I
I
think
don't care if you're a minor or not. I will leave you in the jailhouse for committing a crime. For
hey,
what?
hey, hey, but you know what? Hey, I'm with you on it. I'm with you on it. I promise I'm with you on that. But ironically, in that movie, they never said how old that guy was. They never said how old that guy was. And I find out ironic they would never say how old that guy was. But but the fact of the matter is, the whole thing. Like I said, the main thing I hate about the movie is when they got her out of jail. It was like she was even more disrespectful. And like I said, one thing about me, I can't stand no disrespectful child. I can't. I
Right.
just can't, and I can't stand to see a parent let their child be disrespectful. Check it out. I was at a phone store where they sell phones and fix phones. There was this little boy who was 11 years old and with his mom's. So they was coming to pick up a phone or whatnot. So he's seeing little phones and stuff. He like, man, I want this phone. I want this phone. I want this phone right here. Now it was funny what his mom said next. I ain't finna get you that phone because if I get you that phone, I'm not gonna have enough money to buy me some hair. That was funny when she said that. I said, shit, that was too damn funny when she said that. So anyway, she said that the guy was telling the young man, where this phone costs this phone costs that, and woo 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 woo. So before they left, this young man saw one more phone that he liked, and turned around and told his mama, "Well, mama, why you sitting up there spending your money on her? You can be buying me this phone right here." I was like, I said, man, she finna get him.
Mm-mm.
I said, she finna get him. She finna get him. I don't care if you playing or not. You don't talk like that to your folks. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't working, little nigga. I'm working. You ain't working. I'm providing for you. She talked to him like they was best friend.
Oh, please.
Mm-mm.
I was
That's
like, do a
bad.
home alone. I was like this, because
Your
I'm just
face
like,
now.
yeah, because I'm just
That's
like,
it.
man, I know she finna get him with that slap. I thought she'd give me a slap, but she didn't. But she didn't. I'm just looking like, if that had been me, my mom would have been like, come here, slap, slap.
I
You know what I'm
think
saying?
I think that's
But
the problem with a lot of parents now. They're trying to be best friends with their kids. You can't be best
So,
friends with your
Mm-mm,
kids.
no.
no.
you know, man. So you know, let me appreciate my mods in the chat. You know, I see my man OG Beasley came in the chat. I don't know if he's still in the chat or not, but he came in. He was saying stuff about Tommy, and pretty much everybody kind of looked over it. You know, so I appreciate y'all not blocking him because I actually had no problem with Beasley. You know, a lot of time when I talk to him, he do talk some real shit as a OG to a young man. So I appreciate y'all just kind of looking over there. You know, so salute to y'all for that. Salute to y'all for that. But you know, yeah, you're right, Avery. And I thought he gonna get the back smack, but he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. I was like, you know, wow, this young man told you instead of you buying your weave, you could be buying me this phone.
Which he did have a point.
Yeah, but yeah, in a sense he did. In a sense he did. But at the same time, you know, that's not really the point, you know, because
Oh, I know.
my point is, you know what I'm saying, you know, a lot of people as parents, what's going on, Duran? What's going on, brother? A lot of folks as parents, even though I'm not one, but I know how I was raised, how my grandmama, when she raised me or whatever, together, you know, it's money to take care of us. That's money. And when you say stuff like that, it would make people feel like you very ungrateful. You know, they're just like this. Hey, y'all ever had a Christmas come and when you see something under the tree and you get to complaining because you don't see what's on the tree that you wanted? I want this.
My mama took all that shit back.
Right. Or you'll get this. Or you'll get this. I tell you what, the next one you motherfuckers complain, somebody pick get their ass whooped. You won't say shit else?
Yep.
Next one of y'all complain, as much of this shit costs, somebody get their ass, you go, okay, I like this right here. I like this right here. It's a book. I like this book. I like this book. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. It's crazy as hell. So, right,
Well, you have
exactly.
to blame the parent for your children being disrespectful. I blame the parent for that because I'm not going to let my child talk to me any kind of way, first of all, even in public or out of public. You know,
Yeah.
I've seen those kids. You guys, you know what I mean? You see them in the grocery store just unwild and unruly and have no manners, and the parent just look over it. My parents told us growing up, I am not your friend. I wasn't born on this world to be your friend. I was born on the world to give you life and guide you out there in the world. You can I would never be friends. Even don't care how old you are, we're still never friends. You're my child. That's what's wrong. You
Mm-hmm.
cannot be friends with your kid. For what? We don't need to sit down and giggle and laugh and think we're gonna discuss things on the same equal level field. Now you can be respectful as you get older with your parents, but you're not supposed to be your child's friend. You are their parent. That's what you're there for.
Mm-hmm.
And like I remember when my
Right.
son wanted his first phone, you know, all kids gonna want things the other kids did. I told my son, I'm not buying you a phone. He went and asked his daddy, said, Daddy's not told him I'm not buying him a phone. So you know what I did? I went to my local Walmart store. I bought a track phone, you know, for 19.99, right? Bought that
Mm-hmm.
phone and
Yeah.
I bought a $10 card minute thing. And I told him, here's your phone. Well, this doesn't do this, it doesn't do that. I told my son, get a job, then you can
There
buy
you
the phone
go.
you want to.
There you
To
go.
this day, my son
There
is
you go.
17. He has his own iPhone that he pays for, and he pays his monthly
Mm-hmm.
bill. And if you don't pay it,
Mm-hmm.
don't look at me. You got to teach your children responsibility. I wish my kid would tell me, you're going to give me something. Please.
You
Yeah.
know
And I
what?
think
You give this slap. You give this slap. You give him this.
No, see, I don't
Worse
have
than a
to
slap,
slap
bro.
you. I don't have to
Oh,
slap you
okay.
when I look at you. That
Hmm.
alone. See, my parents
Hmm.
gave me that look. You know what I mean by that look.
Yeah. Oh
You know
yeah.
to shut up
Mm-hmm.
and not say anything.
That's
And
right.
you see kids in the middle of their parents' conversation and stuff like that. I remember my parents had people over to visit. We were supposed to be seen and not heard. That means mind your business. This is a grown folks, adults conversation. You're not supposed to be nowhere to be found around adults. But you see kids nowadays, they sit right along with the parents in the middle of a parents' conversation. I don't think that's respectful at all. That's
no.
too much.
And
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
actually think, not saying there wasn't kids that was disrespectful in our generation, but I also think that this politically correct generation that we have has caused a lot of these kids to be what they are now.
That's right.
Mhm.
they're about,
Mhm.
and trying not to exaggerate, I would say they're probably 20 to 30% more disrespectful than kids were in our day.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah.
very much.
Hey, I got 2 donations just came in, man. It's pretty cool. Somebody named
Nice.
Dave Antoine. He sent a message. He said we're all a part of Soto Nation, so why not help each other out? We're all a family now. It's time to uplift each other. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. You got my support. Hey, appreciate that, Antoine. I don't know what your screen name is, but appreciate that, brother. Um,
Nice.
Don't say
I
the
just
name.
seen.
Don't say the name.
Yeah, don't say your screen name. Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, don't say the next name.
Oh, no wonder. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. Thank you. No wonder. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Uh, Chloe, uh, shout out to Port City. He in the building. Appreciate you, my guy. No, I'm actually surprised to see you already. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was a favorite of yours after the show, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good, brother. I welcome anybody over here. I welcome anybody over here. Let me look and see anybody else new showed up. But close while I do that, I want to get the flow to you because I know you had a lot of dealings with the girls you got, and I salute you for doing your thing and taking care of your business with these girls. They're gonna love you in the long run. I know they will, you know.
They will.
Yeah,
Or
they
if
will.
not, but now the way you talk now, if they do try that with you,
Yes.
with that lip, with that lip. Yeah, I can see you giving them a smack. Give him a smack, yeah. But go ahead,
It's
dude.
like,
You heard why I came with the subject, you know, and everybody brings some good points. Even the people in the chat room, you know, Port City said, you know, that's what's wrong with a lot of these kids that need their ass beat. I agree with that, but then sometimes, man, them ass whooping don't work. They
no.
only work just a teensy weensy bit, but they go right back to doing what they was doing. You
That's
know,
when you
so
start taking stuff away from them. If that
Yep.
don't work.
Hmm.
Take away what they want.
that's true. That's true. But Cole, I give you the flow, dear. So go ahead. You know, you heard what we talking about. You know, how do you handle or whatever
Well,
the case may
it's
be?
hard because these are my grandchildren that are now my daughters. I adopted them. And I raised
Okay.
my sons, and I was a very loyal mother and dedicated mother to all three of my sons. And the one that I am taking care of his children now, he travels with his job. So he was in a divorce. Everyone knows what happened to the oldest one. She was 3. And it's hard transforming yourself from being a grandparent that spoiled and sent them home. Now you got to be their parent. So we're having
Hmm.
a battle with them because
Yeah.
they're like, no, 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 this ain't what you used to do. And it's like, world, and then I have to tell them, this is what I did to, Mikey, Jane, Jimmy, and Johnny. I ain't going to treat you any different. Now I'm your mother. You're going to do what I tell you to do. But the only son that's in my picture with me right now, that's my oldest, I put him in jail.
Mm,
Okay. And the reason why I did was because he had to have a lesson taught. He joined the Navy.
tough
Okay.
love, tough
That is
Yep.
love,
straight up
Yep.
tough
tough
love.
love. Yeah,
And
All
he
tough
right.
joined
love.
the Army. And his wife told him when he came home for Thanksgiving break, you go back on that plane, you'll never see Anthony, his little baby boy, again. She will run
What?
off, you'll never see him again. My son went AWOL. I searched him down for 3 years. Finally got a hold of him, and I drove him all the way back to Colorado and said, you walk across that gate. You fix what you have messed up. And how he came out with a perfect, they didn't discharge him or nothing. He finished doing what he had to do. And he's out now and he's working, he's taking care of his 4 kids. And it's like, he tells everybody, that's my dad right there. That's my mom and my dad. So for Father's Day, he calls. But it's a battle because I'm finding more and more this generation, my son that's 26, his generation, more and more grandparents are raising the grandchildren.
Yep.
There's got to be a
Okay.
support group somewhere because it's hard. It's really hard because you raise your children, you're ready to retire, you're ready to sit back, and then you find yourself getting up with arthritis in your back, you walking like you crippled, and your child's telling you, hurry, come on, mommy, come on. It's like, oh, honey, darling.
Bones cracking.
Because the grandparents, our grandparents supposed to that's the point as a parent, you're supposed to let your children grow and live your life again. as an individual. You know what I mean? This is a chance for you. But then nowadays, you hear a lot of friends and stuff that are raising their kids, 2 or 3, kids or something like that, and they never get a chance to be about themselves. As a parent, you sacrifice yourself for your children because you had that kid, you want to raise them and get them on their own. Then that's the next stage. You're supposed to be able to travel and do and come as you go. That free independence
Yeah.
again. But I have my respect for you, Miss Clovis. You got to raise them all over again. And it's harder as you get older on kids because they think that the older you are as grandparents, they think they can run over you a little bit more. I see people who
Right.
have kids like that run over the grandparents and don't have no respect. Well, we had a generation when our grandmother said something, that was it. That was law. You couldn't even talk back
That's
to
it.
her.
That's it. That's right.
Because you said funny if you did. My grandmother
Yeah.
was, she was a woman that,
Yeah. Ooh.
and when raising my sons, I didn't spare the rod. If they needed it, they got it. And my oldest would tell me he'd come home from his dad's from visiting. He'd come home and he'd tell me, I'll call child abuse. I threw him the phone one time, pitched it in his lap, and I said, you call him because I'm going to give them a damn good reason to pull your ass out of here when they get here.
Hello.
I'm gonna give a good
Hello.
reason why I'm gonna go to jail. Let me earn the reason to go to jail since you call them.
Exactly.
Hey, did y'all hear the phrase? Go ahead and call the police because you end up going with them as soon as they get here. So like
Right.
they'll pack your stuff and they can take you with them.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what moms did too. She's like, you can call them if you want to, but you better make sure that you're ready to go with them.
Well, see,
Right.
it is hard. It's because I raised my boys and I was breathing. I was like, oh, I'm done raising kids. Yes. And then here I got these girls. I wouldn't trade these girls away for nothing in the world. But it's different because I raised boys. I was so used to boys. And now I got 2 little girls. And everything grandma has or mom has, they think, oh, it's mine too. I can my 7-year-old's wearing my size shoes now. And it's like, hello. It's like, no.
Start to see stuff missing.
Well, I'd rather her wear them than one of my sons wear a pair of my shoes than I prefer it, but it's okay. It's all good. It is
Right.
hard.
But
That's good.
it used to be a point in time that grandma used to let kids get away with anything. We could always run to grandmama.
Mm-hmm.
We used to always go to grandmama and grandma just let you go wild.
But that's what our grandparents supposed to do is give your kids, their grandkids that extra love. And you think about it, there's nobody like grandma and grandpa. That's the kind of love that's different from your parents' love. That's like the ultimate, I call it, unconditional love, the way your grandparents is. But that's what it's supposed to be. But nowadays, grandparents can't be that. They have to be the parent.
Yeah.
You can't treat them the same like that. Like I told my son, I'm not looking to be a grandparent no time soon. I mean, no time soon. I want to be that old grandma where she's 70 years old and having kids to play with, her little ones. But it's hard on grandparents nowadays. There's no such thing as grandparents anymore because nowadays grandparents are 35 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kidding.
Yeah. Yeah.
My sister,
But them elder grandmamas now, they used to say you from a lot of ass whooping too. Oh, Gary, don't whoop him. He gonna be okay. They make you just say you sorry. You think grandma got your back.
exactly.
You think mama been forgot. You think mama been forgot. Mama just be sitting there chilling. She won't look your way. She won't bother you. As soon as you get home, it's on. It's
Yeah.
on. Like Robin Harris did on House Party. When you try to get into bed, he said, I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Your ass is mine.
Your ass is mine. Yeah, man. He said, your ass is mine, man. So that's another brother I miss, man. He was a good comedian, man.
Yes, sir.
He was a damn
Yes,
good
sir.
comedian.
And I'm like that, but you know what? If you don't bring your kids to me and ask me to watch your kids, I tell them, look, I'm gonna treat your child the same way I treat mine. I'm not gonna call to your baby, and if it's rude and disrespectful, it gets what it gets. Period. See, that's the reason why you can't remember how we grew up as people in the neighborhood. I regardless whatever country you come from, you could be able to have fun outside, but if one of the parents on the neighborhood block caught you, you got your butt tore up. By the time you got home, you got another whooping because they don't, Miss such and such done called your mom and told you what she caught you doing. We used to be a community, but nowadays you can't do that. You don't have neighborhoods like that anymore. You had a whole neighborhood raising a kid. We didn't have babysitters. My mother said, why should I have babysitters? There's 9 of y'all, and I had the whole neighborhood. You know what I mean? That's the whole neighborhood watched you.
Yes.
That's because now you touch him, you going to jail.
And see, like we always say, brother, it used to be a term to say it take a village to raise a child, but that's not happening anymore. So, let me ask y'all a question. I'm asking the chat the same question. Can we blame the neighborhood we in for our mishaps and the society that we in for our mishaps. Because Mimi said something that was good. She said you can't always blame the parents, and I do agree. Because DJ, I always say, brother, you got a lot of parents that do their best with these kids, but these kids, as soon as they leave the nest, they just go haywire. So can we blame the neighborhood they being raised in? And can we blame the society for their mishaps? I'm asking the chat and the panel. Mimi, I'll let you go first.
Me?
Yeah.
I sit there and say it's a combination of all three. That's what I mean by that, because I don't care if a kid is in an affluent neighborhood, they're just as disrespectful as well too nowadays. A kid that live in a project is just as disrespectful nowadays. It's just, to me, it's something about this generation of children are not the generation that we are, not the way we grew up. I mean, a parent could be a good parent and still trying to give your child the best in life, but that child is an individual. And sometimes they go wayward. We as parents supposed to sit there and stop them from destroying their lives, but some of these kids nowadays are just defiant.
Oh
They
yeah.
come. They
Yes.
don't matter if they come from a two-parent home or a single home. They're just defiant.
Yep.
That's right.
Period.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then
Yeah.
again, some of us parents feel that, okay, I hate to say it, I say our generation, people in their 40s and late 30s and above, we basically bought our children. You know what I mean? You put them in front of the TV, or you buy them their own PlayStation. You buy them this, you buy them that. We're too busy trying to work to chase a dollar that our kids is basically been raised by themselves. We just gave, gave, gave. That's why they think the money grows on trees. Well, not nowadays, a credit card grows on trees. They think they're supposed to get anything they want. They think that they're supposed to have the right to get anything. We have not taught our kids structure that everything in life is not free and everything is not handed to you. You have to earn it any way possible that you can. And
DJ,
that's the
you see
sad part.
DJ, you see the chat room?
Hold on.
The LA dude over here fucking with me now.
Don't worry. We'll boot him out.
All right, let's
Mhm.
go get him. Let's go get him though. Let's go get him though.
Yeah, I think guys just go.
Well, before you kick them out, make them hit the like button or the dislike button. Thank you.
Good one, maybe.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but
But
they still got to go though. They still got to go.
Let's see
Hmm.
how it go. Go ahead,
people
Close.
want to say, Chris, people want to say that it depends on the neighborhood. You got to remember now. Come on, the Columbine shootings, them were some rich boys.
Hmm.
They had everything
Yeah.
given to them. They had it all. The parents were probably gone a lot. I don't know. I really don't care. The point is, it don't matter. I think it depends on. I raised my kids with morals. I raised them with standards. I raised them in church, and they grew up. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, their testosterone turned into like retard, and now they wear a magnet on the back of their. If you're dysfunctional, I'll take you. And it's like,
Right.
please don't bring them home to the family, and they do.
Oh.
And these women are disrespectful. So my son now, he got the one that's in the picture with me. He got a new woman. It's like, tell her who I am. He says, and that would be who. I said, I'm not Roseanne Barr and Grace Under Fire mix like you said.
Right.
I'm Jimmy. I'm Jimmy. He goes, who's that? And I said, watch,
Oh,
the
Lord.
Sons of Anarchy. I'm that mother. You better believe it.
Oh, boy.
That was my girl there. I loved her, man.
She don't play. Always the mount.
Oh man. Oh man. So, DJ, you got something you want to say for the aspect of the neighborhood we stay in or the society we in? Or Aaron, one of you brothers, did y'all want to add on to what the lady said?
Oh yeah, I mean, whole neighborhood, like the street that I used to live on in New Jersey, where I'm from, we knew everybody from the beginning of the street all the way down to the end of the street before it got to the outside. I've got like 240, like you get on the highway. Everyone knew each other back then. We all had somewhere to go, and everybody was able to. We played together. We ate together. Cookouts, block parties, you name it. We all did it together.
Oh yeah, man.
And Mimi had made the point that it's not like that no more. It's like everyone is selfish now. It's like nobody really cares for the neighborhood no more because of how the times have changed.
Yeah.
And knowing that it does take a village to raise a child, that got thrown out the window literally. And if you think about it, like a lot of times though, when the kids were growing up in our time, it's like, okay, when as a senator, I used to to say, and I believe I think Kathy had said that all they had to give us was the look.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Mama looked a certain way or Dad looked at us a certain way, we got lined quick. And if we didn't do what they told us, it was like, okay, it's on when we get back home.
I know that's
And
right. I know that's
I was telling Jeremiah in the chat too, is like I had a switch tree in my house. I used to hate that tree. The rest of my brothers and sisters used to hate that tree.
Don't remind me of that, brother.
Real talk,
Don't
baby.
remind
This
me
is
of
real.
that.
This is real. Because the thing is, though, that joker was nice and long too, and I had all those really long behind switches that was like bamboo that bent back and forth and didn't break.
Ooh, yes.
Jesus.
Hold on, DJ. Hold on, DJ. We're going
Go
further. Got
Go ahead.
another one in, from my homie Young Jay. And he said, me, you, and a couple of others started this show all together. He's right. We did. We all came together and did this. I appreciate the shows and the different topics you have come up with. Let's continue to grow this channel and keep the positive energy. I will continue to donate. This is just a little song for right now. Peace, Young Jay. Young Jay, you my brother, boy.
Right.
He was one of the ones
Salute.
we did start this together. He was one of the ones that we did start this together. Cause first we were just doing Skype. Then we moved on to Hangouts. And once we moved on to Hangouts, you know, I did my research on how to do live shows. And man, let's just say, man, we came a long way. We came a long way. You know,
Absolutely. It's only gonna get better, bro. It's only gonna get better.
like I said, even though it says Chris Thorns, you know what I'm saying, y'all mainly see me, but I just don't feel right without acknowledging these people who helped me to get where I'm at. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I know sometimes I say me, because I got to give myself some kind of credit for at least trying to keep everything together. And I'm the one doing probably the lion's share. Yeah, the lion's share of the work and try to get everybody come together. But at the same time, I am not going to go without acknowledging that people helped me to get where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So he's absolutely right, brother. Let's keep this thing going. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the bullshit. Or like VA say, fuck the bullshit.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what?
sir.
So B, what's going on? So B, you made it. How you doing? Salute to you too, chick. Make sure you hit that like button.
Cool. Yes.
Aaron, so you wanna add on to what DJ said?
Oh yeah, let him have it.
I while y'all was sitting there talking, I was having a memory about when I was young and just getting to that stage of being able to stay out until the street light come on.
Yeah.
And I remember the first night. I mean, I remember this shit like it was yesterday. The first night I was able to stay out until the street light was on. I came in a little bit late. Guess what my mama did?
What you do?
Walked my ass out to the street light, pointed up at that motherfucker and said, "Is that light on?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she tore my ass up under the street light.
You got the boot and looking at a light.
Hey,
Wow.
guess how many times I missed that street light again?
Not many.
But
Hey.
A lot of people might not know my living situation. I live in a small old mill house. Everybody on my street except for me is black. And I have to give it to the people that live on my street because they are a solid family home. It's a husband and wife and children. And every child on this street is respectful.
Mm-hmm.
They come up, hey, Mr. Aaron, you know, how you doing today? Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yes,
parents,
yes,
the same way. And it's weird because I can go 2 or 3 blocks over and that whole mentality changes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And it's like,
yes.
Oh, what's up, motherfucker? I'm like, really? A 12-year-old kid coming at me like that?
Yep.
I'm like, hold on, dude. I'm like 43 years old. You gonna come at me like that? I'll beat your little ass.
Right. You know what, bro? I actually walked past some kids before. They thought I was looking at them, but I really was looking past them. You know how they walk in your view and you're looking at something, but you can't help but to see them in your vision because they're walking across. And I heard a kid said, man, the fuck he looking at? Yeah, like, what you say, bro?
Like, what the fuck?
Then just ask them what they say. I ain't say nothing. Nah, bro. It's not like you say what the fuck I'm looking at. Young brother, I wasn't even looking at you. I was looking at something else. You came in my field of view. Boy, y'all so disrespectful. Y'all so disrespectful, man. Real talk.
Well, I mean,
you know,
I feel earlier I said in the chat room that this conversation should basically be broken into two parts. Children under about between 12 or 10 and 12 down, and then that 10 and 12 up. Because when I was under 10, I put that main responsibility on the parents.
Yep.
Yeah.
The children that are over that age, okay, you are getting influenced by your neighborhood, and you are, taking on, like Mimi said, your own realm of that life. I mean, you're starting to grasp who you are, and so you're reacting and making yourself into a different person now. The parents don't have, I mean, they do have control, but they don't have control over that. Like me, when I was younger, I did shit that my mama didn't want me to do, but that was me. And I see where it led me to. I'm the person I am now because of the choices I made then. If I had listened to mom and did what she told me to do, I probably wouldn't be in this position. But I'm okay with it because I look and I see that I did this to me. So it's not a problem for me. But like I said, the kids that are under that age, I just totally put the responsibility on the parents. Like you said earlier, the PlayStation, the Xbox, the little flip down TVs in the car. Y'all making these motherfuckers babysit themselves. You can't do that to a kid. You have to be there to teach that kid, to nurture that kid, to make them learn things. You can't just give them an electronic and think that's going to take care of them.
Nope.
Right. So, I mean, like I said, up until that age gap, yes, the parents, and then once you get past the age gap, the parents still play a role, but the parents just need to learn to be stronger than the forces that are on the outside.
Right. Hey, that's real talk, man. And I like what you say about the light thing because I'm sure everybody been through that where if you didn't, and that's one of the main things to get your ass whooped about. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not in the house when you're supposed to be in that house, or you went too far to your designated area. Like I told y'all, talk about my grandmother. Talking about my grandmama. All right, so be it. Thank you. Okay.
I gotta say one more thing about what he was saying about that switch tree though. Yeah. We used to have a switch tree too, and it was actually a peach tree. And I had I never ate a motherfucking peach off of that tree.
We used to wish that would lightning that would strike that tree so that we never buy no more. God's honest truth.
Lightning, ice storm, some shit take that motherfucker down.
Did y'all have to go and pick it yourself?
Hey. I be trying to get that little motherfucker. She be like,
well, my grandmama, if you get in trouble, she say go give me a switch. If you try to be slick and get a little one, you fucked up.
Yes, sir.
Nah.
You gonna go and get one of them long, thick ones. She ain't gonna go get one. She gonna get two of them goddamn things.
Two of them bad boys. Yes.
She gonna tie them some bitches up, and she gonna weigh that ass out. I ain't never called Jesus' name so many times.
And would y'all believe? Would you believe that when mom got real upset too, she broke one of them bad boys?
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
She broke one of them and then grabbed that other one and went right back to work. Man, I know I had whoops going all the way up and down my leg, boy.
Hey, any y'all ever been hit with a razor strap?
You said with what? A razor what?
A razor strap.
Oh no.
No.
What it is, it's a piece of it's about 3 inches wide. It's a piece of rubber, a piece of elastic, and a piece of leather. And they actually use it to sharpen the razors on the straight razors to shave and shit. Ooh, boy. Hold on, bro. You hit somebody like that? Oh my God, that shit hurts.
Hold on, man. You got child abuse, bro. That was child abuse, bro. That was child abuse.
With it just to show me what it did, man, like a light slap.
You must have been bad as hell. Nah,
that's what my mom's and them got.
So, guess we got lucky, huh, Aaron?
I know, man. damn. Like I said, when I used to get my ass whooped, man, I'm telling y'all, man, I ain't even called Jesus' name so much. Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Oh, Jesus! Jesus, where you at, man? Jesus, where you at? Where you at, Jesus? Jesus be like, I ain't coming down there. You be like, I ain't coming down there.
Guess what my dumb ass sister did one time? She called herself, she knew she was getting a whooping because she had fucked up at school. So she called herself gonna be smart. She put a wet washcloth in her pants. Yeah, that shit didn't work out too well.
Oh, she did what? Oh, she did what?
Didn't work too well. That didn't work.
She did what?
Put a wet washcloth in her ass.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
That shit didn't work at all.
But y'all know what though? When you get older, man, you learn to appreciate this stuff, man, because if they didn't give a damn about you, you wouldn't have this, and you'd probably still be out doing what you was doing to get yourself in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like it, but you gotta appreciate it though. You know what I mean? That's part of tough love. For every action, there's a what? Reaction.
Yes, sir.
Consequence. Forever, and then they also say for every action, there's a consequence behind that action. No matter what you do. So you play with fire, what they say, you get burned. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
So
yes, sir.
Just the way of life, man. Just the way of life. So VA, we got you on the panel, brother. I think you said you got a couple of girls that you raised or whatnot, man. And you see the topic, ungrateful, disrespectful children. Maybe you got some stories you could tell how you was growing up, brother. What do you say about kids being disrespectful to parents or foster parents or people who raised them in general?
I think it has a lot to do with the parents. Excuse me, sorry, I got a new shower head. I think a lot of thanks, babe, for the beer. I think a lot of parents are raising their children with a lot of this old school mentality, not realizing it's not about, how can I put it? It's not about new or old, one working and one that doesn't work.
Right.
It's about
right.
recognizing that your child as an individual is going to be an individual adult one day,
Mm-hmm.
and learning how to create that individual's personality and mold them and guide them the right way. Kids aren't stupid. Here's what's wrong with the old way. The old way, the parents think they're super better. They think they know everything. And a lot of those parents taught their children based off superstitions and bad information. So with this new age of generation of kids between the 80s and what you have now, we grew up under technology and learning more things, right? So we're basically looking at our parents now as, you stupid motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? So we'll listen to them face to face to make them feel like we're listening to them. But the moment they leave, we ain't listening to them because we know what they said. There's something not right. There's a difference. Yes. Here's the difference. What I try to teach a lot of women. You can love your child. Teaching your child and teaching them the right things and disciplining them properly is separate from how you love them. And a lot of women add that together. Oh, I can't do this or say this or blah, 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 because I love my kid. Well, someone else will teach him, and you better hope he doesn't learn the hard way.
Right. Exactly.
That's why I sit there and say you can love your child, but as a parent, there's going to be times where you don't like your child, and it's a natural thing for you not to like your kids. And what I mean by that is you have to be honest with them about their situation, how they speak to you, what you tell them about life. Now, Via, you and I have had this conversation plenty of times. I don't sugarcoat nothing with my son because I'd rather for me to tell him the truth and be honest and let him have someone else influence him that way. Same thing, his dad does the same thing. When you have a boy, to me, is raised different from the way you raise a girl. Yeah. It's totally two different ways you have to raise them. That's why I said every child that you have is each individual. So you can't sit there and parent your kids all the same. Because I come from a family of 9. My parents we thought that, mommy loved this one better. My parents and my dad would say, and I don't love y'all. I love all my kids the same. I just have to react to you a different way than I react to that particular person.
My mother said the same thing to me. And just let me finish one quick, Mimi, before I gotta finish painting, and I got a new shower head I gotta install.
Oh, I like that one.
But okay. What was I getting ready to say? And the problem with the new age parents they're just ridiculous. A lot of them, they're fucking delusional and want to be their friends and just stupid shit. Having children
Yes,
with
sir.
the wrong man. There's some with the new age parents. There's a lot of fucking reasons.
It is. Hey, you're right, brother. Because you got now that these parents, if they got daughters, they would sit there and let their boyfriend spend the night with their daughter at their house.
What?
Listen, these new parents. Let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask y'all a question. How many of y'all mothers dress you up to match her to look like her?
Well, I'm a man. She never did me like that. My mother.
I didn't hear what he said.
This is what I'm saying. The new age women are doing this goofy shit.
VA, we didn't hear what you said. We had static in the background. What did
What
you
was the
say?
first part, bro?
I said, how many of you guys as mothers dressed you guys up to match her, especially the men?
Oh, hell no.
Exactly.
Hell no.
That's what you see these new age women.
Why would you want? Oh my God, no.
Hell no.
Trying to compete. For some reason, trying to compete with their daughters. Trying to compete with their daughter. And I think that is so sad. I think that is real sad. Trying to sit there and compete with your own daughter. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. But like I said, there is some parents that so cool with their daughter, they would sit up there and let their boyfriend spend the night.
There's no.
And I'd be like, wow. And I've talked to females that are like that. Yeah, me and my mom, we real cool. She did my boyfriend, spend the night, everything. We always kind of like, she do?
Yep.
Oh no! And then you wonder why your daughter come home, pop up. That's no respect at all for the house, for one.
No,
period.
Not at all.
Second of all, then you're basically telling your daughter that y'all are on the level where you can come sleep with some man in my house. Are you crazy?
Right.
But the funny shit, me.
You better get your own house. Y'all better go get your place. You won't be.
There you go. Exactly.
Listen, I'm be the only lion in my household. Besides my son.
The funny part is when they do come pregnant, and the mom of the damn daughter still be like, I don't know how that happened.
We know
how it happened. You gave her the cartway. You gave her
the. Oh man!
Ooh, I'm so glad I don't have a daughter. I'm so glad I don't have a daughter. Thank God.
Look, I guess I should count my blessings. I don't have kids.
But you know what, Mimi? Oh, sorry, bro. I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry.
You good, brother. Like I said, all I was saying was, I guess I should count my blessings. I don't have kids in general to deal with the stuff that people deal with now, because I always say I wanted a daughter, but the way these girls coming in nowadays, I don't think I want that headache. I want that headache, real talk.
Hey, Chris, you know what? I've already had a conversation with myself, and I'm already over, how fathers, daughters this, I won't have no one, I'll do all that cliche line. Yeah. I'm over that, bro. I realized being a man of what I went through, my daughter's going to go through that. You can't stop none of that shit. You just need to be able to teach your daughter how to be strong-minded and to know what the fuck's going on, basically, and not be.
Yeah, because you're their father. You're their father. What I mean is, a mother, I don't want to have a daughter, but as a father, yeah. That's why a father always idolizes his daughter, because he sets her values, like I told you. It sets your self-esteem, who you are as an individual person. That's what your father instills in you. The relationship with
myself up for disappointment, being delusional, knowing my child are going to do things.
But I know you won't allow your daughter to bring her boyfriend and lay in your house.
Oh no, that ain't happening. I will. That nigga will catch D-Fade.
Or worse.
Boy, you sure ain't lying, brother. You sure ain't lying, man. But VA, let me ask the whole panel, and let me ask the audience this too. Can a man teach his daughter the right path? Now, let me explain to you what I asked you this. Because what we'd have been through, how we probably had many girls, know what I'm saying, smacking them, flipping them, rubbing it down. Oh no, can we teach them the right path? About what man to stay away from, what man to be with, or what not, considering we'd have been through what we've been through.
Oh yeah, you can give them pointers. You just have to be honest with them. You gotta, because the more you bullshit them, you gotta understand. The more we bullshit them, the nigga that's trying to talk to them is gonna bullshit them too. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Look, you guys, you know how we were when we were teenagers. We bullshitted pussy.
Hell yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
See, that's
all of us did.
That's one way or another. I think we actually an advantage teaching a daughter as far as how men are towards women. we might not be able to teach them certain things from a woman's aspect, but I think as a man, we actually do have the advantage to teach them how to avoid the things we did as man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
okay.
he also gives you insight. My father used to tell us his daughters, a man gonna tell you anything they can to get between them legs. And my father told me this and that, the
Yep.
situation. My father never sugarcoated for us, but what you also say is find the better values of me as a man, the way a man's supposed to treat and act to a woman. Is that's the one the kind of man you want. But this one here is gonna do this. This one there is gonna do that. So when a man come to you to my, oh, I can do this, I can do that, you be like, please, what's that supposed to make that special? Am I supposed to just jump in bed with you because you said that? That's what a father teaches his daughter. Now, of course, we're gonna make mistakes, but you understand what your father gave you that permission at the beginning of your life, that what to look for the right in the man and what kind of BS a man tell you, and especially if you have brothers. You really see how men treat girls. I have 5 brothers, and I have seen all the the things that I've seen from my brothers.
Yes.
That's why this made me understand that a man can say anything he wants to get between your legs, and you just cannot fall for it. That's the truth.
Amen. Amen.
Okay.
And
Okay.
to add on to that, I have a lot of nieces and nephews because I don't have no kids of my own, except for my girlfriend does. But at the same time, though, it's like all these girls came to their uncle and asked me for advice about how these guys are supposed to treat them. And guess what? I told them straight up exactly what they needed to know.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, they don't fall for any of that BS because in this case here, I told them what was going on. Their fathers told them what was going on. And even like cousins and uncles told them the same thing because guess what? The advantage is if men teach their daughters early enough, they'll know what to spot. They'll know what to avoid. They won't get themselves pregnant by the wrong type of dudes. They won't go out with any of these type of dudes, or they'll have no domestic violence or anything else happen because of these dudes.
Mm. Mm. And like my man Chisel just said, he said, with daughters as a man, we had the advantage to teach them what qualities they should look for in a man. Salute to that.
Yep.
Omar has made it back in the building. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Somebody told me check the hangouts in the message. Okay.
But that all like you were saying, DJ, father sets the standards because she'll tell you
You see
what
what
a girl
Kenny
will learn what
said.
she's not willing to tolerate because of what their father told them. There's a lot of things
Yes,
the
ma'am.
way my father that's just why I expect certain things I expect from a man because I've seen it all my life and that's what I'm accustomed to and what I'm used to, you know?
Yes.
It doesn't
Absolutely.
change. He instills it and bred that in you.
Yes.
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Chris, you see what
Yes.
Kenny said in there?
They're having fun.
He said, I make sure their mother puts a comparison in their purses. Picture of Chief Keef. Don't even talk to him. Picture you on the right
But he's got a good point though, because in this
yeah.
case here, at least the Steve Urkel was like, he was a pest, but at the same time, he knew what he was doing all the way up to
Right.
the end of Family Matters. Because at least that man, he grew up, but at the same time, it's just he needed to be guided, even though you didn't really see his parents, but he did do those right things to where like was able to see that she was getting treated by jacked up by all these other dudes, but
Right.
he looked out for her. But it's like it's the classic case of the nerdy guy who's got sense, even though he wasn't like he was fashionably challenged, but he had good
Mm-hmm.
morals. You know what I mean? But
But
at the
even
same
outside
time,
of even outside of the show, didn't he grow up to be a decent dude?
Yeah.
oh, absolutely, absolutely.
So
What's his name? Jamal White. Jamal Jaleel
Jamil White,
White.
I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Jamil
Jamil White, I
White.
think.
That's why you need two parents because parents teach you, your mother teach you one aspect of life from a woman's standpoint and your father teach you from a man's standpoint. That's
Yep.
why I
Yes.
believe
Amen.
that you
Yes.
need that. And that's why I stress that girls need their father just as much as boys do too. And boys learn
Yep.
from their mother certain aspects about life of morals to where a woman should carry herself that she could spot it. Like my son said, Mommy, if she doesn't carry herself a certain way, I don't give her the time of day. Like I told him, now you're a boy, you're gonna have some ratchet ones and you're a man, you're gonna go through that stage, but the one that you bring home and you tell me this is gonna be your wife, she better have certain standards about herself. I don't want nothing coming in our house with a hoochie dress on and boobies hanging out. Like I told my son, the way you present your wife to me is how I think you look to yourself at. So if you bring a whore to my house, that's what you think of yourself.
Come on.
So if you standing
That's
yourself
tough.
at this certain quality, then that's what I expect you to bring into my house. So the other
Exactly.
little boogers that you're having fun with, leave them outside. You don't come home and say, hey, Mom, this is my girlfriend. Oh, no. Because I will tell them what they are in front of me. If you don't want to get embarrassed, don't bring it to the house. Seriously.
Okay.
Hey, that's tough. That's real tough.
There it
You
is.
can't get no power for the neck.
That's
You
right.
can't get no power for the neck. Clovis, what about you? With your girls, why would you tell them, or did she pretty much say everything?
I talked to him about get a career first before you start thinking that you need a man in your life. Get a career, finish school, get your life together, and then try to. But no matter what we teach them now, it's not going to make a damn bit of difference when they walk out that door when they're a teenager. I already got a plan. See, when they start seeing boys and they start getting all this closeness and stuff, I'm just going to pull them to the table and I'm going to sit them down. I'm going to say, honey, he lying to you. You ain't all that, baby girl. Just come on. Everything he said is a lie. And then break yourself and think, no, that's wrong. No,
no, it's not. She might think she a diamond. She really a 7. Be honest with her.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be praying a lot. I'm serious. I'm gonna be praying a lot because each generation, if you notice, gets worse and worse and worse. It just it's a scary notion because like I said, I breathed after I raised my kids. I was like, I'm done. Yes, and now I'm back to raising babies again, and it's like, oh Lordy mercy. And they have a lot of me in them. Their attitudes. I got one that's named and she's Mini Me. She even has a shirt called Mini Me. And she tells Daddy, she says, I'm just like her. It's like, oh no, you're not. See, it took years for me to get this way, darling. You don't have that opportunity right now. So it's like, I'm just gonna pray a lot and just teach them the best I can, and hopefully they take the right path. That's all you can do. You can't predict what your children's gonna do once they get out there. That's why my sons are where they're at. But it's just do the best you can, raise them with morals. I mean, my girls go to church. So right now when they go to fib about something, it's like, I'm gonna have Jesus send me the truth angel. You want Jesus to send me truth angel? Okay, I did it. But that's not gonna work when they're teenagers. Can you see them 17? I'm gonna ask Jesus for the truth angel. Yeah, you go ahead. Go ahead and do that.
Trust me, I have a 17-year-old home. No, it's like I said, the teenage years is the years that you actually think about really choking them sometimes. I mean, like really, this want to murder them. But that's your child. It's just that's when they test. That's when they test you. The hormones are kicking in. They think they know everything. You remember how you were at 17 and 16? You think you know about life and you don't know nothing. But like I told my son, you might not agree with what I'm saying now, or what your father's saying now, but guarantee in your 20s and 30s, you're going to sit there and come back and say, you know what? My parents were right.
Yep.
You have to let your child go on their own. You could just pray when they're out on their own, but you're still supposed to guide your kids. I don't care if your child is 25. As a parent, your job never stops. It don't stop when they turn 18 years old. It doesn't. You're a parent for life till you leave this earth.
To the grave. Cradle to the grave.
You sound like my mother.
I do.
Yeah.
My mother says the same shit. The same way you say it.
I'm being honest though, and I don't know who your mom is, but I don't lie to my son about anything. But like I told him, I'm there for you. I gave you life. I just don't think that once you get a certain age that you just let go of you. It's hard for a parent to let go, especially a mother. It's really hard.
Yes, it is.
It's you don't understand. It's a string that's attached to life, and especially when you lose. If anybody ever lost a parent, especially when you lose your mother, it's a void in your life it can never be filled, and you wonder why. It's something that's touched to your life. It's that heart line of who you are. To me, I love my son as a mother. Yes, I want him. He's a man. There's things his father's going to instill it with him and then drive with him. But as a mom, you never let go.
That's right.
You can't let go.
There's no way of thinking about it. You just can't. It's a mechanism that you just have within you as a mother. You can't let go. And I do myself, going to their house, what I gotta say, and they looking at me like, okay. And I mean, because my one daughter-in-law, she goes, yeah, I want you to get honest. I said, do you really want me to get honest with you? My son, vaping. You should have seen all the vaping mist in the house. He was vaping real fast. He's like, oh, hell no, she did not say that to my mother. So it just, I don't know how to let go. Maybe I should, but I just don't know how to let go. I told him I'm never let go. When I let go, I'm in my grave.
That's it.
And like I told you, and you have to tell your sons that, they're going to time your son going to give his opinion. As a mother, you have to respect it and understand it.
That's right.
And that's a quality as a man, because the mother will challenge you sometimes just to see where you stand about yourself and be your own individual. To me, that's not a mother, mommy's boy, what they call it. Yeah. Oh, he's a mother's boy. No, it's not that. It's just that no matter how much you grow in life and have kids on your own, as a mother, you want your child the best out of your child, especially when it comes to your son. Of course, you're going to sit there and question and ask things because you want to make sure that when you leave this earth, that child is okay.
That's right.
That's the biggest thing. A mother wants to make sure that their child is okay. And if I didn't love you, I wouldn't ask things up to you. I won't question certain things that you do.
That's
See,
right.
there's some trifling mothers that don't even give a darn what their kids sit there and say,
I
or
know
what their
that's
kids
right.
sit there and do.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
so
Yes,
true.
ma'am.
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
They're going. I can tell my son, there's gonna be times when you love me, and there's gonna be some times that you hate me. And if I can't balance out the two, then I'm not a real mother to you.
That's right.
Figure
And
out.
that's what I used to tell my boys growing up. I used to tell them, when they were preteens and stuff and they get in trouble at school or something, I said, look, you mess up, your mama's going to be there behind you to make sure you do what's right. If you're right, I will stand beside you and fight that battle all the way, and we will win.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I bring my boys up that way. And when me and my one son got into it, he was, the one that went into the Navy and Army. He got really out of hand one day, and I didn't know that he was getting in with a dark crowd. That shows you, I did not know I was raising 6 boys. And I finally just, we got into it, and he grabbed me by my wrist. I said, you better take a walk, boy. You better take one quick. I get a call from the sheriff's department. Are you so-and-so? I said, yes. Well, your son just called and said I need to get out there. He's afraid he's going to hurt his mother. I said, bring on. She came and she goes, you want to go inside or you want to stay out here and talk? I said, first off, I want to say this in front of him. If he would have hit me, there's 2 things you would have had to bring with you. And she says, what's that? I said, a stretcher for his ass and handcuffs for mine, because this boy is
You ain't lying.
never going to. So, and that's how I raised my boys, to respect, but don't think you're going to run me over either. Because, see, they were from a divorced family. So the father was the good one. He bought all the video games and he gave them what they wanted. He was the buddy. And when they come home, I had to reprogram.
Hey, VA, mute yourself, brother. If you don't mind, man.
You said what, bro?
Hey, mute yourself. Is that
Go ahead,
your
bro.
kids talking?
There you go.
Appreciate it. I want to read a couple of comments that was made in the chat, and I agree 100% if I can find them. Omar said a couple of things that caught my attention, and I think Chisel said something too. Omar said, females pretend a lot, and I agree with him, and I'm gonna tell you why in a minute. And then he said, they smile over their legs to every guy they like. Now, the reason I agree with what he said, I'm pretty much sure he didn't mean every lady, but the reason I agree with what he said, because I have ran into a lot of females in my lifetime. They would sit up here and tell me they won't do this, they won't do that, they won't do this, they won't do that. For some reason, you get them behind closed doors, they do this, they do that, and all this and yin yang and whatever, So I never understood why a woman would lie and say she's not like that. I don't know. It's for the fact that she's trying to press somebody, to be like, hey, I'm ladylike, or whatever the case may be. But behind closed doors, you're something totally different. Then want to tell me that, where it's something special about you. That's why I did it. No, dear. No. There's nothing special about me. This is what you've been doing. You've been doing this, because if you haven't been doing it, then you wouldn't just came to me so easy to give me the cookies or whatever you just did or whatnot. So there's nothing special about me that made you want to do that. I don't agree with that at all. So I agree with him when he said that because of the experience that I had with a female. Now, somebody came back and said, and I want to say it was Chisel, and he's absolutely right about this. You have to be strict with the truth with kids. His father was so blunt about right and wrong. Even now, he can hear him in his head whenever he about to make a bad decision. Now I agree with that too. If you got somebody that's with you trying to teach you right from wrong real hard, you would never forget that voice. You would never forget that voice. So, I agree with both of them brothers. So that's really what I want to do. He did. Chisel came back and said, Mimi's on point. You got to be strict. You cannot lie to children. You know what? I think in this day and age, no, you do not need to lie about children about nothing at
No.
all. They need to know pretty much full 100 truth because we're a long way from the 80s. We're a long way from the 90s. We're a long
Hmm.
way from it. We in the 2000s now. And long way in the 2000s, it seems like each year it's just getting fucked up. It's fucked up, and fucked up. You know, you got a lot of negatives instead of the positives. And I think they're sad. Like I've been seeing on the news, these SAT scores and all that, it's ridiculous how they say how bad spelling, how bad these grades are. And that's sad, brother. So, you know, what is going on here and what solution can somebody come up with to try to fix the problem in our young generation? What's your opinion on that?
Oh, does anybody want to take it? I'll take it real fast.
Go ahead, DJ.
I believe in a lot of ways that it has to go back to the parents being parents again and not friends, which is number one. Number two, the parents need to get way more involved in the everyday life. Don't let them be in front of TVs 24/7, 365. Don't let them be on PlayStations and Xboxes and giving them everything they want and desire just because they ask for it. Like Mimi said earlier,
That's right.
make them earn it.
Yeah.
Three, parents were more involved in school, parent-teacher conferences, and all the other activities that they used to have back in the days. They need to get involved again.
That's right.
So that way they know what's going on at school. And plus, talk to your kids every day. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Talk to your kids. Find out what's going on. Find if they're being bullied or find if they're having trouble in certain subjects in school. Just get involved because a lot of times, though, parents showing kids that they care could change a lot of things that's going on.
Oh yeah.
We're not sure it's going to happen, but I believe that would be the best solution. And one last thing, put God back in school. Because the minute they took prayer out of school, that was the worst thing that could ever happen. When they took God out of schools was the worst thing that could have happened.
What about this?
Yeah,
What about
yeah.
this? What about this?
Can I ask a question about that, Chris, real quick though? Because I didn't go to American schools, as you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I hear a lot of people say that they used to pray first and then say the Pledge of Allegiance or something like that in school, and that parents got mad and they took it out of the system because not everyone believes in religion. Is that the reason why they took it out of the American system of school, public school education?
No. It was an atheist woman who she went to Congress and fought and had the bill drawn up to take because not everybody believed in God, and it was a discrimination thing. And the woman was an atheist. She actually got Congress to write the bill and say, okay, let's take prayer out of school. Let's take God out of school. No one could wear religion shirts, anything that had to do with religion. They couldn't pray. They couldn't do nothing. She had them taken out of schools, the public schools. And
look what happened
her
now.
name is on my tip of my tongue. But she made sure that it was taken. She was an atheist. She did not believe in God. And she didn't think it was fair that there was religion in school, which they didn't push religion on everybody. She just, that's the devil's work right there. Because
I was just curious.
Literally.
I was because no one ever told me the reason why. I was just curious. I'm like, I hear parents complain about it, but no one ever explained to me, why it happened. So now I know. Okay. So one person destroyed it all. You're saying.
She was an atheist and she belonged to this atheist group, and they really, really worked hard. And her name was O'Hara. Okay, her name was Maria O'Hara. She just her little group and organization. They did what they did. They pursued it and took it to Congress and fought it and had enough petitions and everything, because you get enough signatures on a petition. And Congress is going to look at you then. You walk in with 50, nah. You walk in with 100, nah. You walk in with 2,000 to 5,000, they're going to look at you.
Okay.
And Maria O'Hara, she is the one that had it taken out. It was in 1963 when she had it. American Public Schools in 1963. She had it taken away from them, and
Wow.
put everything. And it was one woman because she was atheist, and she thought it wasn't good for one child to be sitting at a table saying grace over its lunch. And there's an atheist child sitting there, or a child that ain't even either one. She just didn't feel it was fair. It was discrimination. So she fought hard and she fought long and she won. That's what took it. It was Congress who actually agreed to have it taken out of schools. Thanks to O'Hara.
Okay.
Yeah.
She be Jesus of the daggone self.
DJ, let me ask
I
you.
apologize, Chris, for taking you off the
you fine.
subject. I'm sorry. I was just curious.
Hey, you
Well,
are
nothing
fine.
wrong
You know
with
what? I wanted to know that too, because I remember when they started that, kids can't pray in school no more. Like, what's the big idea, I mean, because I remember when I was going to school, we used to have to stand up and say the pledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We used to stand up and say the pledge, but I think they took that out now. You can't even do that no more.
Because
No,
I don't think
because
now.
I think they can do it, but I think they took under God out of the pledge, though, if I'm not mistaken.
they took under God out of the pledge. Because my children
I've
do it.
never heard them say that. My son's been in education in the American system and private school. That I've never heard my son say the Pledge of Allegiance at all. I never heard them say it in their school. They'll sing the song for football, but that's was about it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm reading what my man Omar just said, and first he said he said, Chris, you are heavy and don't know it. And he behind it. So I asked him what's a heavy. He said your spirit is connected to many of us. Our subconscious and the way and manner your perceived reality, you program their perception by osmosis.
I'm not sure about that.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
That's kind of, you got to look at it in two different ways or something, because it sounds like he's saying something positive, but that the other side of it's like, I'm not sure if it's really positive in this case.
I don't think he trolling because he came in last show. He was talking stuff like that, and people didn't really want understanding what he was saying. I think he one of them spiritual brothers that believes in spirit real heavy. He is because he sent me an email. It was a long email, and some of the stuff he sent in that email, it was real powerful. It was real powerful. So he said it's like an artificial program that RNS. That I'm just gonna say that's a typo.
Yeah.
That's a typo. Run that by me again, brother. Run that by me again, brother. But DJ, you saying putting God back in schools, and maybe that's part of the solution too. But
I think so.
But what about discipline?
I really think so.
What about discipline?
It could go both ways, because I think I was born in the times when they had just stopped doing the discipline in schools. And we didn't really need it in school because that's what mom and pop was for. So in this case, it's like, it's sort of like a toss up between yes and no, because like, you never know until like they would decide on it. But for me, I'd rather take care of it at home than worry about them taking care of it, because that would be my child, and you put your hands on my child, I'm putting my hands on you.
There you go. Mimi, somebody speaking to you in the chat. Tech D's one. I think I've seen that name for.
Can you read it for me? Can you read it for me?
They just say hi, Mimi.
Hello. I don't know, but who is it?
The name is spelled TEKDS1.
Oh, hi. How are you doing? From the Tommy shows. Okay.
Oh, I thought I recognized the name. Salute, brother or sister, whoever you is. Salute. KP just showed up again. He said, "What's up, Chris and panel?" What's up, Chris, panel and chat. KP, brother, I would love to have you on this panel, brother. To speak on this subject. I've talked to this brother before, and got some positive messages on. He's another brother that reached out to me personally and talked to me one time. Zelix. Oh shit, DJ Remix, what's going on, brother? Zeely, that's my man. He always showing support. DJ Remix in the building. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you coming over. DJ, I'm gonna read you what Omar just said. He said, "We carry their thoughts and feelings. It's a program in our mind that we are all part of."
Hold on.
I think he trying to be positive, but the message he's sending is
What
kind
he
of throwing
means by
everybody off.
program?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I'm trying to decipher it myself.
I know, because
He said earlier. He said, okay. First he said I'm a heavy, and I asked him what a heavy is. He said your spirit is connected to many of us. Our subconscious, and the way and manner you perceive reality, you program their perception by osmosis.
Yeah,
Then we asked
still
him,
confused with that word program.
yeah, because the program is
then he came
basically
back
if
and
you're
said,
teaching someone a certain thought process and ideology, it's being programmed. So I think he's using the wrong word.
Then he came,
What
Go
I
ahead.
believe he should say, it's like more like when parents teach kids, it's more like they teach them. It's like more like it's the more times they do it, like in repetition, it becomes a habit,
Yeah.
so to speak. Believe that's what he's
Right.
trying to
That's
say.
better.
and then he came back and said, all perceptions can be
Corrupted.
corrupted.
Now that's sort of a little bit
Yeah, so
better.
like I said, he's trying to be positive, but like y'all said, maybe he's saying it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And he got everybody looking like, Grr? Everybody like, Grr?
Scooby Doo.
Know what I'm saying? Let me get my man KP up here. He just sent me his email.
Hi, Chassie.
He
I didn't
said,
see
let
you
him
pop
in.
in.
Hey, girl.
He said, let him in. But so you say, DJ, yes, maybe bring back discipline too in the schools?
Well, I'm in a way
What?
against it because that's why I would do it myself and my wife or whoever it would be. I'd rather do it than them because I wouldn't want the teachers putting their hands on my kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you mean, hold on. Y'all used to let people whoop your children in school?
That was
Yeah.
like
I used to get
way
my
back in
ass
the days
whooped by the
before I was
principal.
born. That was before I was
Who?
born.
Yeah, they did.
I used to get whooped about once a week from the principal, and you know who he turned out to be?
A
My
Who?
pervert or
father-in-law.
something? Oh.
What the?
And he still whoops her.
I guess he was letting the mama know he cared about you.
Chris Thor smash.
I don't think I would allow someone to hit my child. Call me. I'll come do it myself. But
That's what I said.
nah.
It's like them, not them. Let me take care of it.
Yeah.
That's my job.
Because I really don't know how you might feel about my child. Is it out of really discipline or it might be out of animosity or hatred? I don't know about that.
Exactly.
Call me or it's God to come
Hey,
whoop him.
That's the point.
DJ Remix asked a good question, man. DJ, that's what we're really talking about. He said, Chris Storm's question for you. Are parents to blame for unruly behavior for unruly children? I think so to an extent because like we talked about earlier, you know what I'm saying? If you're not putting discipline in them versus them being their friend, then how can you expect your child to respect you? Because you got to be a parent first before you be anything else. So you going around, being a friend to your child and letting them run rabbit, then you try to change all of a sudden, be like, well, I'm putting my foot down. This ain't gonna happen. They're not gonna take you serious. They're gonna think you playing.
Because they never gave structure to that child. I always tell people this. You have to instill discipline in your child from the age from 0 to by the time they get 10 years of age. If you have not given that foundation of that into their lives, you can't turn around when they're a teenager all of a sudden want to change and be disciplinary. It's because in their mindset, they have already not had that in them. You have to instill that from an early age because the child mind is open when they're younger. So I tell people, what you feed into your child at an early age is the product that you're going to bring out later on in life. So if Baba was running around tearing up things at 2, 3, 4, 5 without any discipline, how do you think he's going to change or she going to change when she's 14, 15, or 16-year-old when her mind process switches over to individuality of herself or his self?
Right.
KP was here. Yeah, DJ, I'll jump in and ask you, brother. Did you Did you want to come on the panel, brother? I love to have you on. Send me a message on Hangouts, brother. I'll be glad to bring you on, my guy.
Yeah, and
KP
Chris,
was on. KP was on here. What happened to him?
I don't know. Was it Augustus wants to come on the patch? You might want to. You probably have to send him the link.
Brother. I saw that, but I thought maybe he was playing. That's why I'm not paying no attention. But if he's
KP's on there, I see him right now. He's on the panel.
He just came back on. KP, my brother, how you doing, my guy?
Hey, what's going on everybody?
Hey, thank you so
What's
much,
up,
man.
KP?
Damn, he just jumped
What's
off
up,
again.
KP?
You must be on the phone.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah, DJ, brother, I would love to have you on, man. Hey, send me a message on Hangouts, brother. Hey, I would gladly add you on, brother. I'd gladly add you on, brother. You know, we got 49 likes, people. Can we get that one more for 50? Me love you a long time if you do, but I'm not horny. Love you a long time.
I do want to say one thing about the adding religion back to the schools. I'm all for it, but as our country has grown immensely in diversity, we would also have to accommodate other religions. And I mean, we are a country built on religion solely from the beginning, and that was the Christian religion. But as I said, we have grown in the diversity of religions, so now we would have to actually, you know, put other religions into school also, because you cannot. I mean, you can't force your ideology on somebody. Period. I mean, you just can't do that.
Absolutely.
Just like this panel's open. Like Chris had the pro-black dude on here. I had to leave because I couldn't listen to his bullshit. But Chris doesn't force his ideology on this dude. You know what I'm saying? And that dude was being respectful not to force it on Chris. So it's the same thing as putting religion back in schools. You can't force that Christian religion and ideology onto somebody that's, say, a Muslim or, you know, a Jew, or you just can't do that. So you have to be fair about it. It's not being politically correct. It's just being fair.
Sure. I mean, there's always a way to do it, but just as long as like one doesn't really disrupt the other, I would say.
Right.
And yeah, why not do it? You know what I'm saying? Because it's more like, how can I say it? Because I know that we know that, you know, with the Indians religion and Muslim religions, you know, we know how it is. It's, you know, it's totally different to where like everybody's not going to understand it, just like they may not understand the actual Christian religion.
Right.
As long in this case, as long as they can be able to do it, I think it's still good. But just as long as one just doesn't interrupt or disrupt the other, and have equal time, I think it can happen. Sure.
And I honestly believe that, I don't know, there might be a few high schools or whatnot that offer it, but I also honestly believe that religion should be a course in school. Because I myself like to learn about other religions.
Oh yeah.
Not that I'm taking part in them, but I do like to, you know, learn what, because like one of my best friends, their whole family was Jehovah's Witness. We sat down and talked about our religions together and found out we were actually the same religion, just with different names, and they believed a few different things.
You know what? That would be
I always say
interesting.
you can't seek God until you study God on all aspects, because when it comes to religion, it's your own preference. No one leads you to a religion. You have to find it on your own. So to be open to just learn about Buddhism and Judaism and, you know, Muslims and Christians and every kind of thing you can, because you have to find God on your own. And so I think it's fair to open up to aspects of that, you know, because as children, we're taught when you're young, and whatever religion your parents is what you are. But you get to a stage in your life where you question things, and by letting the door open, that person can find their own essence of what they think God is.
Exactly.
But you know what? I think they would be interesting if they did put religion in school to actually get them a course. I think that'd be kind of interesting. But the thing is now, is the kids' attention span long enough to learn about that? Because you know a lot of kids got a short attention span. You ain't talking about going outside, playing on a phone or playing Super Nintendo or Sega and shit, where they mindset stay long enough to learn about these religions.
Yeah.
It's the same way they have to learn about history, math, and science as well. If you put it in the school as a curriculum, you're gonna have to study to pass the grade.
Look, You can't tell me a damn one of these kids has a short attention span. The motherfucker will sit in front of an Xbox for 12 fucking hours.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I just said. You know, that's the short attention span. If you try to teach them, you know, religion or whatnot, would they mind stay focused enough to learn about the religion versus PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or video game? Yeah, their attention span will be to that because they playing games and shit. But to learn something positive, would their attention span stay strong enough for them to learn about that? You know, that would be my concern about that. We got Alec King in the chat. What's going on, brother? We got Ursa Ringer, Magum. He's in the chat. What's up, brother? Y'all make sure y'all hit that like for y'all boy. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all, let me give KP and DJ a chance to say something, man. KP, my brother, thank you so much for coming over here, my guy. I think it's a good topic. And once I let you say what you got to say, DJ said he got something he want to say. Thank y'all two brothers, man. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, man. Thank you.
Hey, no problem, man. So you heard what we talked about, brother. Get your thoughts, man.
Yeah, I was kind of in and out, so I'm trying to play catch up. I think someone was giving the background on how prayer was removed from school.
Yeah, yeah.
But do you guys know that same lady was murdered by her own son?
What?
What? Really?
You're serious?
No, she wasn't murdered by her own
I'm
son.
sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
She was murdered by an associate that murdered her son, her, and her granddaughter, and stole the funds from the.
We're talking about Madeline. I can't remember.
Madeline O'Hara.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was her son that did the murder.
No, it was hold on here. I'm gonna make sure before I open my mouth.
Isn't that kind of strange and funny, huh?
Corinne just sent me a message. She said it was her assistant that killed her.
Okay, the assistant.
She said the assistant that killed her. Yeah, but go ahead, brother. What were you saying about that?
But that was just a weird thing that she ended up getting killed anyways. But as far as the topic, as far as kids being disrespectful, I think number one, we have to stop being friends with our damn kids.
Mm-hmm.
That's the biggest problem.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then B, we have to stop allowing our kids to have kids.
Mm.
But hold on, KP, before you go any further,
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It is a good one, brother. But hold up, before you go any further on that now, we talked about this earlier. Like I said, I don't know how much of the show have you heard, because I know you came in at the beginning. But we kind of talk about that, you know, that we got parents that do try to instill knowledge in their kids, but when they leave the nest, once they leave their door, you know, I guess society hit them, especially with little girls, you know.
Right.
Peer pressure is a motherfucker with these girls, especially if they got low self-esteem. These dudes right here would tell them anything, especially when it comes to sex, and they slip into their mind and end up going through that, because this is one of the main lines guys use on a girl who got low self-esteem, and it seems to never fail. If you love me, you would do it. What you think about that, bro?
That's fine and dandy, because kids are going to do dumb shit when they're away from your parents. But you as a parent have every right to go take your kid to get on birth control. Why aren't we as parents doing that?
Salute.
Well, DJ, I'm going to have to disagree with you on that.
Your child.
That's KP. That's KP.
No, I'm telling you what you said. I hear what KP said. I'm going to have to disagree. You have to teach both your daughter and your son. It takes, you have to teach your son to value themselves as well, too. Value that they don't want to get stuck with the kid. You can't just only say girls. You have to tell your sons that as well.
Well, first off, Mimi, I was addressing what Chris said. He meant about daughters. How daughters are.
No, I wasn't talking about you, KP. I was addressing what Chris said. Same thing like you. I was just saying I don't agree with Chris, and I didn't have nothing to say about you, though. No, it wasn't you. I was talking about what Chris said.
What did I say you didn't agree with?
When you sit there and said, because of these daughters out here, you need to explain. That's why I said, no, not only them. You got to do the boys. I was answering what you were saying, but he was talking at the same time. I didn't hear him because I had only one earphone in at the time. I apologize.
Okay, so, so what you say? What do you say then that I say that was wrong? What do you say?
No, I let KP go because I didn't know he were talking. Like I said, I had the in and out echo behind me, so I didn't hear all what he said.
Oh, okay.
And you said he thought that I was dressing him. I'm like, no, I was dressing Chris, not him. So
Okay.
I'll let him finish his
Gotcha.
thought, KP. I apologize.
Okay,
Hey,
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 go ahead, go ahead.
Hey, Chris.
I got
Huh?
a raggedy phone.
Chris, it was the person that killed Madeline O'Hara was David Roland Walters. He was an associate to the atheists. They had like their own little group, and he was an associate. And he is the one that kidnapped her granddaughter, and her son. I'm reading it right now. And his name was David Walters.
Okay,
Knowledge
I
is
stand corrected.
power.
Thank you for
Knowledge is
the
power.
update.
Knowledge is power. Okay, knowledge is power. Oh, we got Mika 32 Iffy in the building. What's going on? Thank you for coming back. But go ahead, KB. Finish what you were saying, bro.
Let's say we have to, as parents, because we got to get away from this single parent mindset. Because when you have a unified home with a mom and a dad, that brings a lot more structure to your children. Okay. Now with our daughters, we have to put them on birth control because we were all teenagers at one point in time. Yes, your kid can say, "I would never do that," but you have to be smart your damn self. Okay.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
Also, you have to let them know it's still your responsibility to protect yourself because you have birth control that prevents you from getting pregnant. It still does not prevent you from getting STD.
Yep.
Exactly.
Like most of us, we teach our boys, okay, you wear a condom to do what? Not to get a girl pregnant. But you never teach them you wearing a condom not to get her pregnant, but also to protect yourself from STDs. Most boys don't even know that.
You would think that'd be one of the most important things they know when it comes to this.
Now, also in the black community, what we have to do is stop putting this great value on sex. Like this is the only thing that you live and die for.
Yeah.
If you go to other cultures, sex is not that important in their culture when you're single and growing up.
Exactly.
Okay. We put all this emphasis. Hey, you can't. You know what? I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch a name here. Just use an example. DJ. You know what? You're growing up. You're 14. You're not a man until you go get laid by 6 or 7 different women.
I heard that before.
The oldest trick in the book, KP. Oldest trick in the book.
We have to stop teaching our boys that. We have to stop teaching them that.
Absolutely.
Because even with the condom on, you still playing Russian roulette.
Yep.
What if that condom breaks?
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
We have to stop doing it.
Around the condom.
Exactly.
Hello.
KP, brother, that's why I want you to come on the panel, brother. Hey, thank you for that, man.
That's it. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Like I said, KP always dropping out, man. Let's get DJ Remix, who's over here for the first time, brother. Hopefully, you will come back for another great topic that we talk about. So you got the flow, my guy. Appreciate you coming.
Well, good evening, and thanks for allowing me to be on the show, Chris. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem, bro.
No problem. Good evening to everybody on the panel and the chat room. Much respect.
Hello, DJ.
Hey, what's up,
Les? I just wanted to. It's good to see, a good group of rational people talking and discussing parenthood and raising children. One of the things I noticed, and I've discussed this a lot with KP. One of the things I noticed, and one of the things I went through growing up, is that when I did something wrong, I just got my ass whooped and was told not to do it. And that was the extent of it. I was raised by a single mother. My father wasn't really in the picture. He was living all the way across the country in California, he was remarried and had another son. I never was sat down and told the importance of decision making good decisions, bad decisions, and the consequences of both. And I'd gotten into a lot of trouble. I got locked up when I was younger for a few years, just got into a bunch of trouble and was up to no good. And I noticed the difference once I realized this with raising my children is that I don't hit my kids. I don't yell at them. I don't scream at them or curse at them. When they do things wrong, we sit down and have a calm discussion and we talk about how the bad decision they made, how it could affect them possibly and how it's going to affect them, and what would have happened if they decided to make a good decision and what good decisions were on the table at that time that they could have made and then we go over the consequences of those to show how, hey, when you make good decisions, there's a lot less problems. You know, you create a lot of your problems when you make bad decisions, and you snowball it into a worse situation than what it would have had to be if you just honestly dealt with the problem from the get-go. So I don't see a lot of that going on with parents. They're just quick to say, don't do it, whoop their ass, yell at them, cuss at them, and then that's it. Another thing, when I discipline my kids, you know, before they go to bed, I don't want them feeling like shit before they go to
DJ,
bed.
give me 1 minute,
Absolutely.
brother. Clovis, I know
Absolutely.
give me 1 minute, brother.
Okay.
Clovis, I know you got to go there. Hey, thank you so much. You always coming in, giving me great input. I love you, dear. You
Hey,
know,
thank you for having me.
I know you got to go. I know you got to go do your thing. And let's see, 5:10. I probably need to get ready to shut it down in a few minutes anyway, because I got to get ready for work myself. So I would try my best to get over there to watch you for a little bit. She got a show that she finna get ready to do. Something about the Pizza Gate.
The Pizza
Yeah,
Gate.
something about the Pizza Gate.
Scary
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, and I try my best.
Nice seeing you.
I try my best to get over there. Yeah, I try my best to get over there and watch it. But do me a favor. When you get the link, send it to me on Facebook.
Sure.
Well, I will put it in the chat, but I don't want nobody to come troll you because now they trolling me now. So.
Oh man, I live for the troll. Love me. It's a fan club, dude. Think of it that way.
Yeah.
It was nice meeting you, Travis. I really had a good conversation with you.
Yeah, she always give good conversation.
You too,
Hey,
baby.
mama. Hey,
Later.
mama Linus.
The real peace.
Hey, Clovis.
Yes.
Did I say it
The
wrong?
bird's still alive, Shy.
My Clovis. I said correct this time. Please forgive me. Sometimes Clovis, the English is bad. I apologize.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll catch you guys. Peace.
Okay, yeah, send me a link, and if you want me to, I'll just put it in the chat room. And if they want to go see another show, y'all can go over there.
That'll be cool.
All right, dear. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right, my bad, DJ. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, no, not a problem. One of the things, too, I also do before my kids go to bed, I don't want them feeling like crap because of what happened before or whatever negative thing happened for that day. So I always have a heart-to-heart talk with them before they go to bed just to make sure they're feeling all right and that they know that, hey, even though you're in trouble or, you know, you did something wrong, dad still loves you. You know, mom still loves you. So go ahead and sleep this off, and we're going to start fresh tomorrow morning, and we're going to make better decisions from this day forward. You know, and I don't see too many, especially in the Black community, I don't see too many parents doing that. It's just discipline, whooping their ass, yelling and screaming at them, and then that's it.
Okay.
About that.
Good points, brother. And thank you for bringing that point. But now, I want you to tell me what you think about what you asked me in the chat room. You said, "Do we think parents are the cause for unruly children?" What you think about that? I told you what I thought. What you think about it?
Yeah, I totally agree. I say 90%. Your kids are going to be exposed to the outside world. So it's just like playing. It's just like gambling in Vegas. The better parent you are, the better your odds are of your kids becoming productive, responsible citizens. So the less you give them to work with and be productive citizens, the less you train them and teach them, the odds are significantly higher for them to go out into the world and be sucked into the negativity. So at that point, I do believe strongly that parents are to blame for how their children are raised or how their children turn out.
Okay. Somebody just said I got a new sub. Hey, that's much appreciated. Undefeated champ. I don't know if you're a male or a female. Appreciate it. And to piggyback on what you said, DJ, that's what I'm about, brother. I love to see it too. You know, a panel for the people who act mature, and can have a common ground in the conversation. Look what Mimi did. She said, I don't agree with what Chris said. Did she start shouting and calling me bitch ass niggas and all that? No, for what? She had to raise her voice and tell me what I said was wrong. She just said, hey, I don't agree. Here's the reason why I don't agree. But you know, I just don't get it, man, why it's roasting and cooking shit even exists. You know, it's stupid to me. So like I said, I ain't gonna let none of these motherfuckers, man, suck me into that bullshit, man. That's what these motherfuckers who came over here did tonight. That's what they trying to do, you know, trying to get me to respond. But I'm not gonna respond to these motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? But there's no point in responding to them. No point in responding to them. Because it ain't gonna do no but hype
Feed
them
them
up.
negativity.
Yeah, feed them up, yeah, so they can keep on doing it, man. So I always say that, brother, you know, I like when I do my shows, man, because I always have good people on my panels, man. Good people to my panel. So somebody said, Chris, can you add me? I sent you an email. How many people you got on the panel?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's only 6 of us on it. Oh,
Got
Mr.
like
7.
a room for like probably three more people, maybe
Got
4.
room 3 more. Somebody else said they want to get on too. So Nata said she want to get on. And somebody else just said they want to get on. I forget who it was. Appreciate you, KP.
I'll drop off if somebody wants on.
No, we got enough room. You ain't got to drop off. Somebody just said they want. Oh, it was lifted. He said he want to get on. I told him to send me a message on Hangouts. Yeah, I told him to send me a message on Hangouts and I get him on. So Nata said she want to get on. Okay, I sent her an email. Shit, I had something I was finna say. I just lost my train of thought. They used to talk about having school 7 days a week. I don't know, was they here or was they in China or something like that?
It's in Japan. Japan,
But
they have school 6 days a week. I was actually there, man, and it's those kids are so into their education, man. Like the way kids are into video games and stuff here, that's how those kids are when it comes to education.
So let me ask y'all this: if they was to do that down here, do y'all think that'd be a good thing for the children down here, or do you think at least let them keep their vacation on the weekend? Because that's their time. What you think about that?
Well, I would say my son goes to, he's in private school, but it's an all year round school. It's not just the average of what the public school system is. Growing up as Panama, we went to school all year round. I think to me that you should extend it because a lot of these kids, they cram certain things they want to teach them by a test for one. By the time summertime come around, they forget every process that you taught them. And to me, when you teach by that aspect of only to a test or only to certain parts of a subject, you're not giving the child a chance to expand their attention. But in America, I hate to say it, like when brought up earlier when they said about kids about sex and stuff, when growing up to us, everything was about education. It was embedded in you to make something of yourself, to get an education that was more important than thinking about sex. And I think if American school system go to like an all year round school, they can still have Saturdays and Sundays to themselves because we have to understand they're still kids, but expand the school system, expand it instead of just being to June or May or something like that, have it all year round. And then you could divide the month or 2 weeks here off, this month here, a week off in that month. To me, it keeps them keeping more knowledge into them. They keep their thought process stays more. It's like a repetitive thing. If you constantly keep doing it, it stills inside of you. So I think it should be an all year round school.
The
6
only
days,
problem,
that's kind of hard.
Okay.
the only problem in this country with that is if you try to implement something like that, the first thing you're gonna have to deal with is the riots.
Well, you know what? I would just easily say that's too damn bad. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Me too, but
Yeah, because you already know that the parents is going to be against that right off the bat, though, because they want to just keep giving these kids all this electronics and all this other stuff just to keep them quiet, keep them like pacified and all that bull. And
Now,
they're not going to really want them to be more educated. They just want them to just be programmed.
now
I
with
Right.
mean, I
that,
would be
DJ,
for it, but at the same time, you already know it's going to be a problem with the parents.
DJ, I might have to
Because the parents
disagree.
not involved with the kids, that's the problem.
Hold
I'm
on,
sorry, I
KP.
didn't hear.
Yeah,
I'm
KP
sorry.
trying to say
KP was trying to say something.
I would say I probably have to disagree slightly with that because it could go over good because now you have created another babysitter for the weekend. Now
Yeah,
your
I hear
parents
that.
don't have to watch them.
yep.
I hear that.
And you,
But you know what? To piggyback off of what DJ Remix said, he's right about them people from Japan and whatnot because the people who down here that run the Chinese restaurants, these people instill morals in them already. I went to a Chinese restaurant. This girl could be no more, probably about 12 or 13, was running the register and running the restaurant like she already been there and done that. And I was like,
Yep.
wow, you know, these folks instill morals and values in their kids at an early age. So when he said, they all about to educate down there, he's not lying, man. Go to some of these Chinese restaurants and see how them kids walk around, cooking,
Yeah.
the register, cleaning. I be like, goddamn, you know.
Very, very respectful too. Very respectful.
Look at Chinese, Vietnamese, Filipino families that live over here. How many of them you see have kids and ain't married?
Yeah. 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 Hey,
Hey,
you know what,
everybody,
man?
how's it going?
Oh, hey, Samantha. How you doing?
Hi.
I was
Actually,
wondering why I seen two of y'all.
well, I tried to sign in on my own account and it didn't work, so I did the next best thing because I wanted to say a couple things, if that's okay.
Okay, well, you got the flow, dear. Go right on in. Go right on in.
Well, two things. I do think that in America we should extend our school year. I completely agree with that. And the reason I believe that is because in order to stay competitive with the rest of global society, we have to at least attempt to do half of what they're doing. I mean, they're sending their kids to school year round. Their kids are required to learn a few different languages by the time they leave school. Their standards are completely different than ours. I see no reason why, when we are already doing maybe half of what they're doing, to further dumb down our educational system, such as giving up cursive writing. I mean, that's just to say the very least. I see no reason to dumb that down when we are trying to stay, when we need to be competitive in the global world, you know? So I completely agree on that. And as far as kids, when you talk about kids, you try to teach them the best you can, and then they go out, you know, we're talking about that. I think that you have to build your kids up. While they're in your care, you have to make sure that they're instilled with self-esteem, boundaries. They need to be well equipped before they leave your house. So if they're well-equipped children or young adults, when they leave your house, they can hit the door running. It doesn't mean that they're never going to make mistakes, but it means they're well equipped, which means they also have good coping skills to get over whatever pitfalls come their way. But if while they're in our house, we spend our time tearing them down, like calling them names, belittling them, not teaching them boundaries, not teaching them how to respect their own bodies, or how to expect other people should respect their bodies, then when they leave the house, if they ever, they're already starting, they're not even starting at the start line. If they ever want to become successful, they have to spend that time that they should be hitting the door running to try to figure out how to gather those qualities themselves. So now, where they could have left the house and just took off, now they have to search around and find these things, these qualities, and how to use them. And so they're, in essence, wasting time. If they're looking and trying to build that up, they're not wasting time no matter how you look at it. But in terms of advancement, they're wasting time where they could have had that stuff instilled in your home.
All right, so listen, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I disagree there.
No, at all.
I can't disagree. But so, Miss, I want to stay with you for a minute. I want to stay because somebody said something in the chat. And I want to ask you, then I'm going to go to the whole panel because I think we talked about this earlier, but we didn't talk about. We talked about discipline. So my first question to you is, my man DJ Smooth said, cause we got two DJs, so I got to call both of y'all by names now. My man DJ Smooth said, he think we should bring religion back in school. That could help, but I asked him what he thought about discipline in school. So that's my first question to you. What do you think about bringing discipline back in school?
To the panel?
Okay. Well, you did mention religion and
so everybody.
So if you're talking religion, because we don't only have a couple of religions now in this country, we have more than one. So if we do that, are we willing to accept someone laying out the mat and praying to Mecca 5 times a day? Are we okay with that? Because are you going to say, you can say your Christian prayer here, but you can't say these other prayers here, because that part I'm not comfortable with. So I don't care who prays when or where. I'm all for it. Knock yourself out. But I do think there are a lot of things to consider if we allow that.
That's a good point.
As far as discipline goes,
sure.
Okay, go ahead.
were you asking, what was the question about discipline in schools?
Bringing discipline back in schools.
I don't think it's
Well,
possible.
I think in order to bring discipline back in schools, you'd have to make discipline in the home acceptable, which I think has gone to the wayside.
Yep.
So we can't say, I'm not going to discipline my kid here. I'm going to let him be wild and crazy. But when you go to school, you can discipline him. I think the kids need to be disciplined in the home so that teachers don't have to spend their time worrying about disciplining kids or worrying about dealing with rotten kids, because they don't have time for that. Because there again, we're setting ourselves back. They need to be spending time teaching.
Right.
You just blew my mind. You just blew my mind. Goddamn, that's nice answer. You just blew my mind on that one. Real talk. Thank you. But I got one more question for you. Then I'm gonna go to Liv. Then I'm gonna go to all y'all. Pretty much let y'all the same thing. Who I haven't asked them to. My man, Earth Seringa, I guess that's his name. He said, how do you deal with disciplined kids that aren't yours? Parents don't do anything. If I try to do anything, the mom suddenly jump into action thinking I'm going to rape the kid. That's a good question. You know, how do you deal with disciplined kids that aren't yours? Think about it when you babysitting, or if you know the next door neighbor kid, you see them doing something, you know.
If you're babysitting, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
If you're babysitting, that's one thing. If you come in my house, you're not gonna. You just have to. I don't do unruly kids. So if you're not gonna bring an unruly kid here and not expect me to discipline them if they need it. But then if you know me, you already know that. So if you're talking in terms of relationships and you don't know how to discipline or how to handle disciplining another person's child, it really has nothing to do with the kids, because you need to work that out with your partner. And if how you feel doesn't match up, then you're not going to be very good partners.
Okay, salute to that. KP, you want to chime in on that, brother?
I totally agree. I would never. The way I discipline a child, if it doesn't line up with the lady I'm dating, I just wouldn't date her, because you're not going to have, especially as a man. The very first thing that would happen is if you have say a stepchild, the very first thing would say is, you ain't my daddy anyways.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
If you cut that off right at the dating stage, say, hey, we're going to progress. Here's my views on discipline. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry, I really like you, but I won't go through with it. I just won't do it. I'm not going to tie my life dealing with some bastard kids.
Salute, brother.
Exactly.
Salute, brother. Real talk. Remix, what you say, brother? And then I'm going to live it. What you say about that, brother, if you still listening?
Yeah, I'm sorry. What I was reading the chat room. What was the original question?
The question was, how do you deal with disciplined kids that aren't yours, especially when the parents don't do anything? If you try to do anything, the mom suddenly jumps into action thinking you're going to rape their child. But pretty much, the main question is a child that isn't yours. That's the main question.
Okay, now I think there's kind of two variables on that. One is a child that's not yours, and you're in a relationship with their parent, as what KP said. And yeah, I definitely agree with what he said. Another variable and something I've dealt with is dealing with my children's friends who come over, and disciplining them. My wife and I, when it comes to our kids, we run a very tight ship. I'm a former Marine, and our house is very rich.
Salute, brother.
Oh, thank you very much. Hey, salute. Right.
Salute.
So our house is very rigid. It's very structured. It's very disciplined. When my children's friends come over, I notice I've noticed a lot that they come in and they'll just walk past me or my wife and won't say anything to us. I was raised that whenever you
I hate that.
Oh yeah,
I hate that.
yeah.
Ooh, I hate that.
Same here.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. I was raised that when you walk into someone's house and you see any adults, you speak, you introduce yourself, and
proper greeting of the day.
Exactly.
Yes.
That correct.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that a lot of them don't do that, and I have to stop them and kind of snatch them up and say, hey, you're not going to walk into my house and go straight downstairs and play the video game. When you see an adult, you will speak. When you ask for something such as water or a snack, you will say please.
Yes.
When you receive it, you will say thank you.
Exactly.
That's just it, bottom line. And I tell them up front, I said, if you don't follow these rules, then you're not welcome in my house.
Get NJP.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what? That's fair because, brother, I had to learn that too, man. Because I like animated movies and I like video games myself. Now, some people say, grown ass man playing video games, that's a childish. No, it's not. It's really not.
No.
I mean, I would rather play video game to be out here with some of these hooligans out here doing the shit that they doing. I really play video games. But I get it from my daddy because he a video game fanatic, he a cartoon fanatic. I get it from him. So when Nintendo came out, if I was going somewhere that I knew somebody had Nintendo, I used to do that, walk past everybody and go straight to the video game. And they look at me like, damn, you don't see me standing here? How you gonna walk in my house? And don't even say nothing. You be like, oh, I'm sorry. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? And you run back. You say, you don't see the other person here? Because my mind's so focused getting on that video game. So DJ, hey, you right, brother. You absolutely right, brother. That's fair. I like that. Unlimited, brother. Let me give you the flow, man. I know you've been trying to say something, my guy. Thank you so much for coming, man.
How's it going, my man? How's it going, pal?
Hey, everything is everything, brother. How you feeling?
I'm getting over a cold. I'm feeling.
Hey, we all, brother. Man, it's something in the air, man. Everybody gets sick. It's something.
I was jumping in and out. I got 2 accounts, and I was jumping in and out with the YouTube Red account when you guys first started. And I heard you guys, you sent your sentiment and prayers up for someone who was really sick. And I gotta just say, before we speak on this topic, that as a listener, just like how you say, Chris, you're not gonna feed into all of the bullshit. These people online replaying high school. I just gotta say, whenever I hear you guys do that, and this is the second time, hats off to you, man. Like, it humbles me, and even adults, we need reminders of how we should conduct ourselves. So when I see you guys do that and conduct yourself that way,
here's the thing, Liv. Yeah, here's the thing, Liv. That's why I say I love having this brother on my panel, because I look at him and he's the pastor of the panel. And what I'm probably to start doing now, once I begin the show, I'm just going to ask you, check, anybody in your family who's sick, healing from something, or what? We're going to try to get that out the way, so get the prayer out there first. And because somebody sent me a message personally while the game was going and said, hey, Chris, I just found out I had breast cancer. But out of respect, I asked them, do you want me to put this out there? They were like, yes, please. And I shut the whole show down. Typing, we should do a prayer and lived it.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's why I love my audience over here, bro. Them folks stopped typing until this man got to preaching. They stopped. They seized everything. That's respect, and that's love. And I think all panels should be like that, black and white. But like you said, man, these knuckleheads just make a mockery out of this internet shit, brother. It's fucking sad, man. But I say I ain't gonna get in this shit, man. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm not gonna get in this shit, brother. But go ahead, man. Yeah,
I hear you, man. I just want to say hats off to you guys, man. It's refreshing.
Hey, no problem, man.
But to this topic here,
appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely, my man. To this topic here, like, again, this is one of those topics that I think I'm out of biological clock or some shit. I don't have kids. I got nieces, I got nephews, cousins, little bastards in the neighborhood, but I don't have kids. A lot of times I feel like. But
Hey, Liv, I think your headphones might have popped out, brother.
Yeah, they did. Can you guys hear me okay?
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, I got
we hear you better now, yeah.
Yeah, so for this topic, like you mentioned, like, how do you deal with an unruly kid, an undisciplined kid who's not your own? Well,
right.
I'm going to try not, and here you guys are going to have to screw my head on straight, because I'm of the belief, because I'm getting more and more jaded with age, But I'm of the belief now that if it's on a dating scene and you're with a girl or you meet a girl or something, and you find out she's got little ones, hopefully they're in their late teenage years or mid-teenage years, because if it's younger than that, then it's impossible for you to date a girl without, it doesn't matter what she thinks. The kid will look at you, whether you're there for a couple of months or a few years, the kid is going to look at you as another adult. And as a male, they're going to associate you with like a father type figure. So if you screw it up, then you screw up that image in the kid's mind. Whatever, it's just complicated. To me, it's like a third rail. It's like, I don't want to tell women who have children and are single that, hey, no guy's going to want you. But you got to understand, if you see something wrong and you're dating a girl and you see a kid out of pocket, if you were to just speak to anything you say to the kid, regardless of what you do, anything you say, it like runs the risk of ruining up, any relationship or whatever you guys are doing. You have to know when you deal with a woman who has a child that you're going to have to, sort of be like a parental figure in a sense. And if you're not willing to do that, then honestly, I'd say you just have your fun and make sure she understands that, and don't even get too close to the kids. As if it's in a professional scene, like you're a teacher or a social worker or something like this, babysitter. Honestly, I would say voice your concerns to the parent. And when you tell the parent, you tell mom and dad, hey, your kid has no respect, or your kid is foul, or this, that, and the other. Based on how that parent responds, if that parent immediately says, sorry about that, I'll deal with it, or if that parent starts giving you the slightest bit of attitude, then you already know you can't deal with that kid. And I would suggest don't deal with it. Because you cannot make headway with a kid if it's not reinforced by the parent. If the kid is a little bastard, and you go to the parent and say, hey, mom, you need to tighten up this, that, and the other, and she tells you, go fuck yourself, sorry, guys, but if she tells you, whatever, like, I'm not listening to you, then there's nothing that you can do because you're not the kid's father or their mother. Like, I'm trying to learn because I don't have kids. To me, when I see a situation like that, I go 100 miles an hour in the other direction. So I'm trying you got to understand the consequences. Look at the consequences the teachers go through for just trying to do their job. They might get arrested.
Yes, sir.
They might get arrested.
Yes,
it's like a setup. So imagine you, if you're a boyfriend or a girlfriend or something like this, if it's not your kid and the kid's really unruly, bring it directly to the parent and let them know how serious it is to you. And when you look in their eye and you see them gaff it off or they don't want to care about it, then you can't. This is not something that you could be a part of, because it's just going to be bad for you, especially if you're a male. I hate to bring the sexism, but if you're a male, you really got to be sensitive to this.
Hey, lifted salute to that, brother, because here's my thing right here, just like somebody said in the chat. If you let your child go over anybody's house, man, I mean, just like you want them to follow your rules at home, they got rules you got to abide by too, man. You can't sit up there to tell your child, put your hands on you. Wait a minute. That's understandable. But at the same time, you got to look at it. You sending your child to somebody else's place or even sending them to an event, they got rules to follow by.
There you go.
So, and you got some mothers, when you try to put their child in place because they acting a fool in your house, tearing up shit, they get mad at you like you did something wrong.
Ready
they
to
get
fight.
mad at you like you did something wrong. And you got to tell them, look at them, this my house, shit. I pay for my shit just like you did. Just because you let these motherfuckers tell shit in your house don't mean they can come here and do that shit to me, man. So you don't want their ass to get right, then don't bring them over here no more. It's plain and simple.
Another thing I thought about too, Chris, is sorry to run my mouth, but here's something that
I did see. Go ahead.
I did see this. I don't know if many of you have seen it, but I know you've all heard of it because we're all north of 25, I think. There's used to be a time, and I was born in 1980. There used to be a time, even in my time, our time, when if you were a parent, and let's say just as an adult, as a person, as a guy, you were a bad guy, or as a girl, a woman, you were a bad woman or something, street person or whatever. There was a time when no matter how bad you were as an adult, you didn't pass that down to children. So if every other word out of your mouth was like a Brooklyn sailor, it's, F this, up that, this. Whenever you heard your kids say something like that, you see them get 5 across the eyes, like right in the street, get smacked up. Like, don't talk like that. Don't be. Today, what we have in my generation, and definitely the ones under me, they're like recruiting their children with the bullshit. So if you like to, you see all these Facebook and YouTube videos where they got the kid cursing and dancing and twerking and doing all types of, this is the day we're in. A lot of times, the kid and the parent is in cahoots, so to speak. And when it's a situation like that, I suggest running away.
Right.
You know what, brother, I agree totally with that. And just to add on to it, most of us as parents don't even know how to teach our boys to be chivalrous.
Very true. Very true. But yeah, I had a fallout at a bar a couple of days ago with one of these so-called, I don't want to say feminists, just a slightly drunk, mouthy girl. And she went on and on about how, the things with the girls and this, that, and the other. And I don't shortchange any of that. Most of my family is women. But what you bring up about the boys, you are literally, I can count on my hand. I think you're the second or third person I heard in 6 months that even mentioned what all of this is doing to your future men, which are your little boys today. And I tried to tell her, she went on and on about paternity and everything is all patriarchal society, it's sexist, this, that, and the other. I said, wait a minute. When you think of romance, when you think of chivalry, these are not things that came up in the 40s. These are things that go back hundreds of years. If men never knew how to treat women, then why is there a notion of romance? Why is there a notion of chivalry? Why? I think it's natural in us. Even little boys, once he finds that little girl he likes on the playground, suddenly he stops cracking bottles. Suddenly he's trying to be nice, pick flowers. He tries to talk nice and everything. I think we're almost born like we're wired that way as men, as straight men at least. And I think what happens today, when you have all of this ratchetness, the one bad thing about this ratchetness, you're teaching your young boys, i.e. your future men, to hate you. That's not the same as being a fag. They'll like, they're still going to like sex, but they hate you. They just like the box. You're teaching them of all races, of all, socioeconomic strata. You're teaching them that they have no value and that you can be whorish and ratchet and everything, and it's acceptable. They just got to deal with it. I think that's going to be a problem going forward.
Exactly. Real talk. Brother, man, this has been an amazing show, man. Now, this was one show. I probably literally let it run 8 hours because it's so fucking good. And they had my man KP, DJ Remix, and Miss Submissive to actually get on the panel. I think Submissive been on one of my shows, and that's when I started the book. She came to this show when I started that. The book. Because she was in the chat room saying the book. I remember the book. And man, this is a good show, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about this, man. It's a good show, but unfortunately,
you always got good content, man. Like you guys.
Hey, I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate it, brother. I don't really feel good about this, man. The chat room, they the best. My chat room is the best, bro. My mom's on deck. They kicking them assholes out of there. That's what's up, man. We got some snipers in there, motherfucker. We got some snipers in there. They look at Paul and over there, because Paul be sniping like a motherfucker. Paul be sniping.
He get them Joe with the boot quick.
He be hitting them.
Where's that Marine at? He knows about that. Got that designated marksman. Got that Lance criminal looking down the scope.
right, man. But anyway, man, as always, man, another good show, man. I thank y'all people for coming on. And KP, Submissive, Remix, man, dude, please, ladies and gents, please don't make this y'all last time, because this is what it's all about.
Thank you.
This is what it's all about over here. Please don't make this last time.
Hey, thank you once again for having us. Thank you, panel. Thank you, chat. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, thank you as well. I really
appreciate it,
much, brother.
Hey, thank you too, DJ Remix, man. And like I said, I like your input, brother. And next time I have a show, I got your hangouts now, man. So next time I have one, brother, I will send you the topic. And if you got something you want to chime in, brother, hey, you're more than welcome, man. More
yeah,
welcome.
thank
All of
you
you
very
are.
much.
All of you are, brother. All of you are, brother.
Thank you.
Let's get ready to shut this down because it's about time me get ready to go to work. Mimi, thank you. It's always a pleasure, dear.
You're
Always a
welcome.
pleasure. Omar said, thanks for sharing. See y'all next time. Omar, hey, you a cool brother too, man. You a cool brother too. Tech D's one said the chat is cool. Hey, you cool too, brother. You cool too, brother. Thank you so much for my mods. You know, I knew this was coming. Don't say y'all thing. That's what's up. Jeremiah, I got your email, brother, and I promise you, I'm gonna try to hit you up tonight, brother. I'm gonna try to hit you up tonight, man. Good show. Good show. There's really nothing much you can't disagree with on this topic, you know, because kids are precious nowadays and they're fragile and they easy influence. I don't have no kids, but even I know that because I was a child once and I was easily influenced. I want to hang with the crowds. I want to hang with the crowd. You know, I want to do what they were doing because you thought it was cool what they were doing. But it was never cool when you got your ass whooped and they didn't. It wasn't cool then. They never get in trouble. They never got in trouble. When you sure got your ass whooped, they never got in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But shit.
Excuse me, Chris.
Go ahead, dear.
Oh, no, I was going to ask you if we can one day have that topic, because I think we should go further in detail about being as people who date people that are single parents and discipline, because I think that'll be something that we can really discuss into why it's hard to deal with that, or reason you shouldn't date someone that's single with kids when it comes to discipline that you're not married to. I think that'd be a very good topic.
Do me a favor, email me that.
Man.
Email me that. Do me a favor, email me that, because Simply had emailed me some topics, and I think I covered pretty much every topic he emailed me, and he personally told me, hey, I appreciate that, brother. So yeah, email me, email me. Email me.
I understood, Chris. I understood what you're saying.
Hey,
email me that.
Say it 3 times fast.
Email me that. Right. Email. Chris,
we gotta treat Mimi with kid gloves now too after that game, that
right.
football game. She's still pissed.
Yeah,
that's later on tonight. That's later on tonight.
Yeah,
Don't
we got to do that with BA.
Calling Chris.
Her and BA are locked in a battle.
Right.
Oh goodness, I missed that last week.
Yeah, send that to
no,
my
you got
book.
on late. Remember?
Send it to my book. Send it to my book. I will get it. Send it to my book.
I remember the book.
Yeah, I remember the book too. Chance had found the book and she sent it to me on Facebook. She said, I found the book. You did find the book. I would try to do this show probably tomorrow. Or sometime this week if I get a chance to, depend on how my time is running, because our boys play an early game tomorrow, so I might not do a show tomorrow.
You got the 12 o'clock slot.
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
Zenith, we talk about when we talk about the book, bro. We talk about them old food stamps, man, and you just have to hear the story, bro.
Oh yeah.
You have to hear the
when
story.
He told me that story, I was like, wow, I didn't even know that.
And that last comment that you'd go to the store and you'd tear them out. And my last comment was the ladies would try to hide them in their purse and tear them out secretly, and then you'd get guys that walked in the store, they didn't care, they'd just have them hanging out their shirt pocket, you know. They were proud to have the book.
Yeah,
oh my goodness.
Zenith, yeah, when I get a chance, but I might hit you up on Hangouts, man, and tell you where that book came from, brother. You probably laughed your ass off. I tell you
I know I did.
Literally.
I really did.
About this story, man. But anyway, if anybody wanted the last words, say, here's your chance right here, man. I love this show. This is probably one of the best shows I've ran. We got 58 likes.
Oh, goodness.
Lived it. Why are you calling me? Oh.
Okay.
He just went on the panel.
Get back in,
yeah.
He must try to get back in. I don't know. He might have to hit the link to get back in and whatnot. Oh, we got 58 likes. I would like to have 2 more to get 60. We got 5 thumbs down. You know, it's all good. Shit, he calling me again. Let me see if I can re-add
That's something to talk about, apparently.
Yeah, he should be able to come in.
Text him, click the hangout button.
Yeah. Oh yeah, somebody type in the hangout chat. He should type in the hangout. Tell him just click that link again. He should be able to just click that link again. If he's trying to get back in, now unless he's trying to talk to me personally, like, I don't know.
That's probably what he's trying to do.
I don't know. Yeah, he probably he probably tried to talk to me personally, but I'm still alive right now, so I can't talk to him personally right now. But anyway, any last words from anybody?
There he
Here's your
goes.
chance right here. There you
Sorry,
go.
I got dropped out.
I
Okay,
just want
no
to say
problem, man.
thank you guys for getting on the panel, and I hope you guys, like I said, today will be the last day. If you want to find out information on the soda cruise, please just let me know. We put the link in the chat room, or also too, you can reach me or Chassis as well to get further information. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you everybody for the donations. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. That's love. That's love right there. Appreciate y'all support, period.
Reach behind me.
Chancing with that noise. Chance with that noise good.
You know, she had to
Kiss
have
my
that loud
ass,
TV.
Chris. Damn.
Chaz, you know that you can't get away with that, so you might as well just like just throw in
Right,
the white towel because we already know jungle's over your way.
right. You know, hey, yeah, appreciate y'all support, period, man. You know, we had a nice little audience. You know, we had a total of like 30 some people watching. Now we still got about 26 people watching. So a lot of people like this show. We got more like this to come.
The highest I
So
saw I got up to was
anybody else got it?
48.
Huh?
The highest I saw at one time was 48.
Mm.
Yeah, that's because
Good
I was
too.
doing the show with an old boy. Yeah, that's because I was doing the show with an old boy. It got over to over 50 or something.
No,
So if he
today.
did get to 48 over here, oh, he did?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's why it got to 48.
Yep.
Oh, I
Congratulations.
wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. Appreciate it. I wasn't paying attention. So, anybody else got any more last word before I shut it down?
I just want to give a shout out to DJ C Smooth, man. Nice to see another fellow DJ on the panel.
Oh yeah, that's the
Salute, brother.
pastor. Yeah, that's the pastor.
I was hoping you'd come on sooner or later, man, because pick each other brain one of these days here, like talk about what music we like and all that good stuff, man. Look forward to that, brother. Appreciate
You actually spin on vinyl 1s and 2s?
I'm more digital now, but like if I needed to go back on vinyl, I could still do it. That's something that's like riding a bike for us,
All right, that's what's up, man. I talked to DJ Just J, man. We're gonna get on here one day and have a spin off, man. So definitely got to hook up with you.
I think that's gonna be
get
good.
in on.
I think that's gonna be good right there.
I may have to just like sit that one out because like my scratching skills is like really not that good. I just my skills is more like in the mix things and like doing other things like just I talk about one of these days.
Okay, all right, brother.
And I'm being honest, I was like I'm more of a mixer, not like a scratcher anymore.
Okay,
like I used to be.
Gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, including the trolls, thank y'all so much. See y'all next time. In the words of my man Slap, peace, holla, one, and we're going to go into the after show. See y'all next time. Thank you.
Have a great evening,
Chris.
everybody.